We're gonna do something. Just do it.
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 Don't talk about it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
We're gonna do something. Just do it.
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 Don't talk about it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Don't put it on me, Lady K. I'm just repeating how you said it. Don't put it on me, Lady K. You're the one with the frosted tips. Don't put it on me, Lady K. I'm just repeating how you said it. Don't put it on me, Lady K. Am I exaggerating here? You tell me. Don't shoot the messenger. That's exactly how you said it. That's exactly how you said it. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't believe me? Yeah. I'll just fight for you. Don't shoot the messenger. That's exactly how you said it. That's exactly how you said it. Don't shoot the messenger. That's exactly how you said it. Here we go. Here we go.
We're gonna do something. Just do it.
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 Don't talk about it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
We're gonna do something. Just do it.
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 Don't talk about it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
I don't care if you're gay, straight. I don't care if you're trans. I don't care if you're non-binary. I don't care if you're a man.
Just do it.
I don't care if you're non-white. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're Jewish, Catholic. I don't care if that's a fact.
Just do it.
I don't care if you're gay, straight. I don't care if you're trans. I don't care if you're non-binary. I don't care if you're a man.
Just do it.
I don't care if you're non-white. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're Jewish, Catholic. I don't care if that's a fact.
Just do it.
We're gonna do something. Just do it.
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 Don't talk about it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
We're gonna do something. Just do it.
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 Don't talk about it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
You don't tell DJ Dabbles what to do.
Too late, motherfuckers. You made your bed, now you got all shit in it. I'm the guys, I get it. I'm the only one who had a real career. I'm the guys, I get it. I got a real career in show business. I'm the guys, I get it. I'm entertaining, I get it. It's amazing, I get it. I'm smart, I get it. I'm the guys, I get it. I'm the only one who had a real career. I'm the guys, I get it. I got a real career in show business. I'm the guys, I get it. I'm entertaining, I get it. It's amazing, I get it. I'm smart, I get it. I'm the goat. I must be the most interesting man. I must be the most interesting man in the world. I'm the dude. I must be the most interesting man. I should be drinking. I should be drinking those seconds. I'm the goat. Wine like it's all about me. All about me. Look on Reddit, rap. It's all about me. All about me. I'm the dude. Every show you do, it's all about me. All about me. The whole Dabbleverse, it's all about me. All about me. It's amazing. Big global news, front page in Japan, Spain. Big global news, England, Denmark, Ireland. I'm the dude. Big global news everywhere, even in your own country, China. And I did that. I was able to infiltrate the White House, and I did that. I got all that data, put shit in them, and I did that. Not bad, but handicapped. Right? I'm the guys, I get it. I'm the only one who had a real career. I'm the guys, I get it. I got a real career in show business. I'm the guys, I get it. I'm entertaining, I get it. It's amazing, I get it. I'm smart, I get it. I'm the guys, I get it. I'm the only one who had a real career. I'm the guys, I get it. I got a real career in show business. I'm the guys, I get it. I'm entertaining, I get it. It's amazing, I get it. I'm smart, I get it. I'm the goat. I have real legal guests on, like David Cicilline, who wrote the articles of impeachment. I have real legal guests on, like Ted Lieu, who also wrote the articles of impeachment. I have real legal guests on, like Eric Swalwell, who wrote the articles of impeachment. I have real legal guests on, like John Patton, who also wrote the articles of impeachment. I was a fucking integral part of the Stern Show. I watched it. I took over your show. It was me. I was a fucking integral part of the Stern Show. Joe Rogan said that I was underrated. It's 35 years ago. I get it. It's 35 years, but I can't change truth. It's 35 years ago. I get it. It's 35 years, and you can handle the truth. I'm the guys, I get it. I'm the only one who had a real career. I'm the guys, I get it. I got a real career in show business. I'm the guys, I get it. I'm entertaining, I get it. It's amazing, I get it. I'm smart, I get it. I'm the guys, I get it. I'm the only one who had a real career. I'm the guys, I get it. I got a real career in show business. I'm the guys, I get it. I'm entertaining, I get it. It's amazing, I get it. I'm smart, I get it. I'm the goat.
DJ Dabbles made that into like a really cool song.
Can you show me a picture? I told the world, fucking cowards. I told the world, fucking cowards. I was bullied as a child. I was bullied as a father. But in elementary school, that is an act of violence. They all hate fucking with my guests, fucking with my friends, fucking with my family. That is an act of violence. I told the world, fucking cowards. I told the world, fucking cowards. I done with life saved, I done with kids saved, I done with Facebook, I done with Instagram, I done with LinkedIn, I done with phone number having a Twitter war. I done with life saved, I done with kids saved, I done with Facebook, I done with Instagram, I done with LinkedIn, I done with phone number having a Twitter war. I told the world, fucking cowards. I told the world, fucking cowards. I'm old school. I don't believe in anonymity. Boom! School!
It's time for the Uncle Rico Show. It's time for the Uncle Rico Show. So chug a course, here we go. It's
time. Super Jack was really low today. Fucking hell. Boom! School!
Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Skull. B-I-N-G-O. And bingo was his name-o. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your world-famous Uncle Rico Show with your world-famous Uncle Rico hosts, Anthony Zenhauser, Mike Morse, the boys in the back, Frog and Andy.
Hey, Froggy.
And everybody is here, including all of you in the chat, coming up on 500 here at tip-off. Please hit like while you're here, if you don't mind. That helps us out, gets the show out there to more people. Hit subscribe. That way we're all connected. Hit notify so we will notify you when things are happening. And then get yourself a membership, Tier 1 or Tier 2. Go Tier 2. Do it up. We had the raid last night. We had a blast. Thank you, everybody, for doing that with us. We had the most viewers ever for a raid watching us live last night. So everybody's enjoying it. Sign up, $10 a month. You get 3 bonus shows, a raid, and 2 blunder years, access to the Discord, archives, all that good shit. Tier 1's available as well for $5. Or turn on accept gifted memberships. Link is in the description of the show. Click it, stick it, turn it on in your settings, and good luck. Welcome to the show. Gentlemen, how we doing?
I'm doing great.
He's doing great.
He's doing great. How are you, Michael?
I'm doing all right. Is my air conditioner a problem?
I'm sorry. I know I said it wasn't that bad, but I was wrong. It's brutal. Can you please turn it off?
Speaking of brutal, he's
sensy. The guy's hot. Let the guy cool off.
He wasn't going to turn it off. He just wanted to know if it was a problem. That's how. That's how Mike works.
I'll go turn it off. Hold on.
No, you don't have to. It's fine.
Well, I will. I'll just open the window. It's only 90. It'll be fine.
And then jump out of it.
Oh, it sounds so much better.
So loud.
It sounds so much better. It sounds like he's where the B-2 stealth bombers took off.
Maybe they were some missile sirens going off.
Yeah. Locks and Docs starting us off with 5 gifted memberships, ladies and
How
gentlemen.
many are you gonna continue to lie about me?
This is why I tell you turn on accept gifted memberships, because now 5 people just got a membership. Make sure you thank Locks and Docs in the chat, as well as thanking RDC Anthony. Come on.
Love, cat love.
Looking forward to a fun summer. Go Bills. Let's go. He's Michael P. He's been here
Bills.
25 months.
I turned off my camera before I got to say that it would be suicide-proof here for Zen because the window is only 30 inches wide. So, yeah.
Evening, fellas. Evening, Santana. How are you, sir? 27 months. Thank you. The wife and I took a boat out for the ride in the shit canal, then went in the pool. John has neither. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
That's John's Cape Coral neighbor, formerly Eric. Thank you. Shuli, what did you think of Penny Crone? I always found her whiny and overly sensitive on the air. Oh, hey, Don.
Oh, hey, Stuttering John's disgusting lumpy goiter, formerly Eugene.
Penny was my dog. That's my buddy up there. We used to go on smoke breaks together. She got it. She got the show. Like she knew how to push other people's buttons. She was great. She was great. I love Penny. And yeah, she whined a lot. Absolutely. But she was hilarious.
she was a hoot.
Yeah. And really famous. Like when we would be outside, everyone would stop and say hello to her and acknowledge her. Hey, you guys didn't have to change much. Just want to check up on my clients. Not racist, Frog. Yeah. I just want to check up on my clients. Harg for Frog. Thank you. That's something we can get behind. I got back from book signings in Europe, and then I had a great time at WATP Live. I even brought a Porta-John along. Now I need a TSN weekend. Yes, we have a spot that's interested, so we're going to get back to you guys on it. My peeing on Raid makes me better writer than Stuttering John. It was very funny.
It was.
If you were with us last night, the great Mr. Beef Drippings made an appearance.
Yeah,
and
I think I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say he just got up and pissed in the middle of the show.
In the bathroom, wasn't
yeah, he's not an animal, for crying out loud.
I think we had more people freak out last night than we ever had before.
Yeah, at every show. We broke up one show. All the co-hosts got into it. Then remember the Spanish lady?
Yeah.
Who her mod TJ was helping. We got her to turn on TJ. TJ left.
Right.
And then
I liked her. She was fun.
Yeah, and then like 3 other people just shut the show down immediately. We are closers over here. Ken Mosca, speaking of closers, he's gifted 5. Come on, let's go.
Prison.
Let's give the gift of gift. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful.
Love it.
I heard Boston was a huge success for those guys, so congrats to Karl and all those guys. Joe's back from scouting out Iranian sites. Yes. Do you see that one guy who's like bicycling through Iran? And it's like, could you pick a worse time to do it? Some German dude. They snatched his ass up.
Yeah.
TSN Marketplace for sale. 1, no nonsense, passion, and excitement package. Best offer. Yes, whatever you guys want to give us for that, it's available. Thank you, Dave. STDJ looks like shit, but he'd look great in a wood chipper. Joe Walsh says, ILBT. Oh, I love big tits. Oh, hey, Don.
Oh, Don.
Thank you.
Your mic's off, Don.
We also had this submission of a Porta-John sighting in Texas.
Wow.
Excellent.
That's awesome.
Comments, so when people bring my name up.
What?
What? What happened?
Now,
Now it's on.
Wait, is he on a personal call? Is he getting a?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I found out it was malignant. I don't know.
You said the muted part unmuted, Andy.
Yeah.
Oh, hey guys.
Hey,
What
what's
are
up,
you
buddy?
doing here?
Fucking Andy and is eating paint chips. I have a family member watching over him tonight. He's on suicide watch. I tried to call suicide watch earlier, but they put me on hold.
Hi, there it is.
There I am.
There's Racine. Has Shuli ever disliked one of his smoke break buds? No, I don't think I have.
It's a happy place when you go on your smoke break, so there's no problems.
Yeah, man. Just everybody standing around going, what the fuck was that about?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Everybody's disaffected on a smoke break, like communist Russia. You're just sitting together. Like,
When the regime change started happening, what was great about that is so many people went down for smoke breaks that didn't smoke.
it's like in The Sopranos when they have to walk outside.
Yeah. Everybody just was like, we need to get out of this building and talk about what the fuck just happened in that meeting.
See what happened there?
Yeah. Take a walk with me, Penny.
I'm the king of this group.
Turn gifted memberships on so you can get a gifted membership like retard Stuttering John did. That's right.
Oh, yes.
A couple nights ago, John got caught up in a 20 bomb. So, shout out to John, member.
Yeah. Hey, John.
Things haven't been great for me the last couple weeks, but the TSN crew and racist frog jokes give me a chuckle. Thank you, fellas. Hey, it's what we're here for, man, to help you and to display Frog's racism.
Yes.
Roddy.
Roddy.
We love you, pal. Use my 5-month chat to call out Mike for his infer-imply switching, since he's avoided either word rather than demonstrating he understands. Comment, Mike?
Well, I'm going to imply that I don't give a fuck. Take that as an inference.
You woke the sleeping cunt. Look out. Hurtin' Pink Sock with a super sticker. Good to see you, my friend. Any guys hungry? Because Chef Jeff's in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Tier 2. That's what that means.
Boom.
Thank you, Chef. Watching from hospital tonight, boys. Down, not out. All right, man. Hey, feel better. What's going on?
I don't know. All our fans end up in the hospital.
This is bad news.
Yeah, if you need a kidney, Frog has 2 healthy ones. He doesn't really drink, so
You can't. Alcohol's barely brushed against it.
in fact, he has a liver too if you need it.
So we got a Johnny Bingo game for you tonight because it's one of these other podcasts that he does. It's not his show. It's when he goes on as a guest. So I think this will be the common thing now when we find these podcasts to play a little bingo.
Nice.
So Frog, where's the link? Is it pinned or something?
It's pinned in the chat and it's also in the description because if you're watching on the replay, you can still play along with the bingo game, and y'all's is in the private chat.
Well, thanks for changing it from red to pink.
Thank you, Huckleberry Finn.
I knew you'd like that.
Yols.
Still really bright. Okay. Here, let me read off.
Pleasing you, is there?
No. Let me read off what I got. B, I,
N.
opens third beer. I mentor stuttering kids. Howard told me to abort my kid. Casey Armstrong. Debbie Vickers. Writer for The Tonight Show. I do my podcast. Easy for you to say. Jay Leno. I had a paper route. Motorcycle. I swear on my life. That might as well be the middle square. I mean, Tony and Tina's, Huffington Post, Jay's being replaced by Conan, Beer Can Chicken, Pub, Howard Stern, Mustang, Sean. You think that's about how he is in the sack? Sean Moore. She's all decked up. Mom ran down the stairs topless. I mean, that's pretty specific. Yeah. Divorce, and my teacher said I ask outrageous questions. Okay. That's what we got. That is what we got, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I miss? Grammar Hammer. Bring it back. So it's always. This is what happened. You can't take their ideas.
You know, I think the wrong people are in the hospital.
Right. We
It's
got to
here
fix
when we need it.
Yeah, we got to fix the musical sound. You know, the drops on here first, and then we'll bring it back.
All right, I'll hold my jokes off until the sound's fixed. That way, everybody listens to my fucking jokes.
Brian did an entire show about the raid we did. Who? Brian.
I don't know that.
Which one was Brian? Which one was that? Let me guess. He was the angry guy. There were a few of them, actually. That doesn't narrow it down. I apologize. Always count on TSN to distract us from Armageddon.
Boom! Armageddon. It's done. It's over. We won.
Guys, relax.
Take it easy. Mike's back.
Yeah. If Mike was still gone, I'd be worried.
You know, Mike was in Europe for 2 weeks, and all that shit started happening. That's all I'm saying. I'm throwing that out there. I don't know what he was doing over there.
I do what I do.
Know your audience. My check engine light came on at 50. Take down DDT, my brother. Gifting 5. Let's go. I think Shuli is in Iran secretly pointing a laser pointer at a WMD. My man, Mr. Fred Eric Norris, a.k.a. Dilldog. Mike, you look so thin and youthful.
Thank you.
Wow.
Wow.
And blind.
How are you, Dilldog? Hope you're well, my friend.
Yes.
Good to see you, as always. If this is my final show, I need Racist Frog. Don't you want a clear conscience? Like, you don't want to have, like, you know what I'm saying?
No, he doesn't. No, he wants Racist Frog.
All right. Well, I mean, this is his last show.
I saw riding a bike the other day, and I thought it was mine. Then I remembered that mine is chained up in my garage, begging for food.
Wait, how does a bike beg for? Oh.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah, it was a good one.
That was. That's one of those where you go, "Well, I didn't see that one coming."
You know what my favorite letter in bingo is? The N.
I like the I and the G too.
Why don't listen to country music?
Why?
Because when they hear "Ho down," they think their sister has been shot.
You love the way he says that.
And because when they hear "Ho down,"
Also, that's a delivery, man. He's got a character.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a and a hose? The hose won't your fried chicken in your and kids Pokemon cards and cool water cologne and Chuck E. Cheese tokens, and all for a farm Strawberry Hill.
For you, my friend. For you. I hope that helps. Boys, I like the mix of shows. I understand the direction. Good call, Skull. Thank you, Nordic.
Thank you, Nordic.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you. Thanks for coming around, buddy.
Yeah, and you know what else is cool? We found a bunch of Jerry Lewis interviews, and we could have a tournament of which is his most smug asshole interview that he does. There's so like I start watching a few seconds and I can't stop. Then I found actual like B-roll of the day the clown cried.
Ooh.
It's all silent. There's no sound to it. So Mike, you may have to score this and
We should.
You know what I mean?
Do the whole thing, dude. We should put in, dialogue and sound effect.
I love that idea. I love that. Well, we'll check it out. For sure. But there's a lot of good stuff. And then that Sally's, huh?
What is this we're talking about?
No, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You just checked in. Don't worry.
It's a Holocaust movie. Don't worry about it.
It's just about a clown during the Holocaust that led kids into the gas chambers. But, it's all good.
All right, let's have a meeting about this.
Yeah. Well, we had one. You were on vacation. Yeah. Andy approved it. He gave it a thumbs up. Brian. Oh, it's a cute Hispanic chick. Okay.
Oh.
She was the one that we turned on
Brianna.
Oh,
Brianna.
Oh.
The wife says, shout out to Mike Morse, huge Morseverse fan.
Wow.
Something's wrong with her, Eric. I got to
She
be
has
honest with
taste
you.
in
She's married to him. Am I right?
Huh? And the answer is an elevator. Okay, Dave. Dave's a punchline guy. Rob Johnson with $3. Thank you, Robbie. Again, Eric, the actor channel. I'm a fan. I'm in.
Thank you.
I'm in. Thank you, Eric. Add Chico Stick to Frog's racist drops of it. Yeah, we'll get on it.
Hey, where's my money?
Coming.
All right. Let's get into the John Bingo game, shall we? When is this
Yay.
from, gentlemen?
This is from May of 2020, right smack dab in the middle of the pandemic.
Okay.
And
All
I
right.
don't remember us having seen this. Andy says we have. You guys tell me. I don't remember.
I remember watching this a long time, like maybe 2-3 years ago, maybe at the early beginning. But I don't remember anything about it. And other than when I see it visually, I'm like, okay, I remember watching this. But yeah, he's in, well, I don't want to ruin it, but let's just say he's not dressed for a podcast appearance, if you can believe
not
that.
say, yes.
Yeah. All right, Lenny won. Look at that. How do I have bingo already? It's all right. Everybody, get your bingo card. The link is pinned to the description, I think, of the show,
In the chat and in the description.
There you go. 2 spots for you. Get your bingo card out. And sorry about the bright pink light. Walk towards it. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit notify, turn on accept gifted memberships. A lot of people are gifting tonight. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for your generosity. It helps everybody here. Let's go. We ready?
I'm ready. I can't.
All right.
Let's just get go. Let's start the show. Oh, you're starting? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're starting Zan. Angry Zan Frank.
Yeah.
All right, you can't please them all when they're
You see
hiding.
where I should be a little testy.
Yeah, she's under a lot of pressure. You're right.
I also, it's going to be a little bit all over the map because Stuttering John is iconic. And it turns out that we have a lot.
She said idiotic wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, she did? Okay. Well, you know, he tried. If he hears a chick saying that about him, you know he's trying to bang her.
All right, so they've probably already talked, so this isn't a definite, but what are the chances he hits on her on the air?
Without a doubt. Yeah. Without a doubt.
Also, I'd like to point out this was during the pandemic, Joe.
It was May of 2020.
Well, he's a great Democrat, isn't he? Sitting right next to this chick with no mask on, 2 feet away. Let's go.
Now, you guys tell me if I'm crazy here, but
You're
I
crazy.
think she's kind of smitten with him.
Well, here's why I think she is. I take it this podcast doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, you'd be wrong. No, I checked. She just did one like 2 weeks ago.
Get
It's still
outta
just
here.
as bad, by the way.
Really?
Oh,
is,
yeah.
is there any guests she has that might be interesting? I'd like to. Well, we'll see
Yeah.
how she does on this.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
let me put it this way. She's aged poorly in the last 5 years.
well, haven't we all? You know?
Well, let's start watching her. This might be fun.
All right. Let's see this. They want to raid her. Let's go. I love you guys.
Friends in common, and I'm just kind of interested in covering a lot of territory with John. I think John is willing to go there.
Oh.
He says yes. Is he coming?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So here's the deal.
He's upset with his camera.
What happened? Oh, wait. We're supposed to say that the first 30 customers tonight get free burgers here at the Canyon Club in Egar Hills. Pretty fucking awesome.
What?
Oh, they're feeding people to go see him? Is that what?
You guys are great. Thanks for putting out free food. This is a great turnout.
Anyway, you guys, so here's the deal. I am really thrilled to be welcoming Stuttering John on my show. I kind of was a huge fan during the Howard Stern time, and he was the first to me and first to everybody, like, I don't give a fuck guy. And, you know, I consider myself to be kind of badass from Brooklyn, and like I would definitely do things on a dare, but this guy is legendary.
I don't really care. I mean, I do.
It's a great
Look
intro.
who's here, John. Jennifer.
I'm my LinkedIn girlfriend.
What is?
Come on in, John.
What is he doing?
No, I'll tell you exactly what he's doing.
Wait, can I guess?
Yeah, I want to guess.
That you can't drink on camera there, and he's chugging it down before he goes on.
Or
Shuli,
he's getting a beer, if not two,
Oh, yeah.
for when he sits down, so he doesn't have to get up again.
Zen.
Drinking. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
got to be
alcohol.
beer related.
So he's waiting on someone to bring him another beer. He's in the middle of drinking one right now, but he's waiting on more to be brought.
Okay.
I
Exactly.
mean, what a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you say that now.
Oh no.
I just chugged that.
My heart is all warm. You guys, Stuttering
So's this beer. Let's go. Move it back there.
John Melendez is here.
Hello.
Wow, nice short. Look at him have to hop up in the chair. That's like Carving's chair.
Come on in, John.
That one interview recently when he's on that high chair.
Oh my God. We should have a picture of that in the
Yeah.
Discord. Look at this.
My heart is all warm. You guys, Stuttering John Melendez is here.
Hello.
John has performed at the Canyon.
Oh, look at the way he's sitting.
Oh, good Lord.
Whoa. Hey, lady. Hey, lady.
Hi, girl.
Reminds me of Bob yelling. Sal once sat like that in the green room at a Killers of Comedy show. Bob goes, he takes a drag and goes, Sal, you're sitting like a cunt again. That's his heads up.
That's back when
Yes,
that
I
shirt
have.
he's wearing was new.
Yeah.
How long ago?
Probably
You know, Mike,
2
it
years
didn't
ago.
occur
What is
to me
that to-
until just now. That is probably the sleeveless Tonight Show shirt.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait, we have a picture of it. Where it's this one.
Yeah.
That's that shirt.
It's like one of those those man monkeys in the Congo. What do you call those? The banana monkeys or whatever?
Yeah. Banana. Yeah.
The
Some sort
banana
of
monkeys.
hybrid. He's some sort of hybrid between human and animal.
Small foot.
I've never seen a shape like that.
Come on in, John.
Oh, bonobo. Thank you, Connor.
Bonobo.
I was thinking the
My heart
banana
is all
Crime-
warm.
Crime family.
You guys, Stuttering John Melendez is here.
hello.
John
What's
has
up,
performed
What's up, girlfriend?
at the Canyon.
Yes, I have.
How long ago?
Probably 2 years ago.
Oh, that's not that long ago.
No.
Did not know that.
I've performed here a few times.
Yeah.
You know, it's a great place.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been here a bunch of times too.
I just found out, I'm sitting with, thank you, sweetheart, sitting with John right before we went live. And I told him that I know Luca Polanca and Tammy Pescatelli. And John tells me that I didn't know that you were Tony and Tony and Tina's wedding. How did I not know that? I obviously didn't do my research. But, and that you met and you married your wife and she was Tina?
Yeah, so what happened was I was Barry first. I was the best man. And then, you know, it was like kind of a thing. Joe Corcoran, you know,
Yeah.
the owner was like, hey, it's Stuttering John, let's get him in the show. And then I did. And I got Fred's wife also in the show, which almost got them divorced because she played the nun who was making out.
Hey, he said divorced. Does that count for divorce?
It does.
It does.
All right, mark it. Mark it, dude.
And note, he has not said Tony and Tina's yet.
No.
Right. Damn.
With the
Yeah.
But at one show, and it was right, I think it was after I proposed to my wife, so we were getting married in them in Amagansett, but we played Tony and Tina's,
Well,
and then
Tony Tina. Does that
Does
count?
that count?
That's it.
Boom.
Boom.
In.
Also, I believe he was trying to say Narragansett,
Yeah.
No
probably.
because
way.
I've never heard of the thing that he said.
Hold on.
nun who was making out with the
Yeah.
But at one show, and it was right, I think it was after I proposed to my wife, so we were getting married in them in Amagansett.
Amagansett? That's not a thing.
It is on Long Island.
It's in the right?
It's in the Hamptons, yeah.
Yes. Because somebody sent me a link to, which we're going to listen to on Blunder this week, John forgetting to file or get permits to have his wedding on the beach in the Hamptons.
Oh.
And Howard rips him a new asshole for it because what an idiot he is.
But we played Tony and Tina's, and then, I played Tony, she played Tina. So, and when we did the wedding ceremony, it felt like that was like the real wedding because I had
it's like life imitates art or something.
Is that?
Because I had tears in my eyes, even though it was a.
I mean,
even though it was a show, and it was like.
Well, that's him flexing on what a great actor he is. He goes, I was tearing up during the fake wedding.
Yeah, and I consider it a success that I got married to her 49 times, but I only divorced her once.
Is it me or is his hair blonde?
It's
Did
blonde.
he dye
He's
it?
got- yeah.
He dyed it blonde.
It's just a little sun in, Anthony.
I got a light glazing, a frost, if you will.
As we were doing the vows,
It was like real
I
deal
was like,
for you.
Susanna, we just got married already. Do we need to go spend $50,000 on them again?
I know. I thought the same thing when my father came to Tony and Tina's and I danced with him as Tina. He was bawling because for him, it was real because I had already started dating Tony and he knew that and he thought it was like a good match or whatever. And how amazing is that show? Like how many people are become like family from that show? And you guys got you.
So it seems like she's as dumb as him.
Yeah.
Like, is this a thing? Do people just start dating their co-stars in this show?
Well, that happens a lot in theater because you're
because they're stupid, right?
Well, no, because you're in close proximity, for rehearsals and for hours and hours, and that's why I started doing theater 'cause it gets you laid.
Yeah, everybody's shaving their bush. It's things are crazy.
There's plenty of guys who were there for you, Mike.
No, that was the best. That was the best because a lot of the guys were gay because it's theater.
Right.
So they're the good-looking ones, but they're unattainable.
So that was good for you because there were more guys to choose from.
No,
they were
you're
gay.
not getting it. I know you're big and dumb, but so
that was the best part. All the gay guys.
Got close with Luca.
Well, that's what I mean because Tammy Pescatelli is a friend of mine. She was a co-host on my podcast, but Luca was one of my best friends on,
Such a small world.
That's her husband.
Yeah.
But at Tony and Tina's, I mean, he was the second Tony,
Right.
Because it was first.
Mark Nassar?
No, it wasn't Mark Nassar. It was the other guy. I can't remember.
Oh, I know who you mean. The younger guy.
The guy looked like Dice a little bit.
Yeah.
not
Michael
that guy,
Rapis.
the other guy.
Not that guy. The guy.
I know the
Oh
guy
my
you're
God.
thinking about, but the other guy, the guy with before that guy.
Nah, you're a woman. You're wrong automatically. It's probably that guy, but I'll never tell you.
Yeah, you notice how he corrected her with the pronunciation of the name too. She said Mark
Yes.
Nasa. He's like,
Right,
Mark
right.
Nasa.
Right.
Because it was first.
Mark
Watch his leg come up when he laughs, when he guffaws.
Mark Nassar?
No, it wasn't Mark Nassar. It was the other guy. I can't remember.
Oh, I know who you mean. The younger guy.
The guy looked like Dice a little bit.
Yeah.
Michael Rapis.
Oh my God. I haven't heard that name in a really long time.
So he was there, and
He
so
goes on his tippy toes when he laughs.
I tickled myself.
Oh, I'm being so silly and fanciful.
He starts kicking his leg up. Woo!
I'll have what she's having.
This might be the beer going to my head, but
I really, Tony and Tina is like a family.
It is like a
I'm still
family.
friends with Justine.
Justine, I know. And Amy Lord from Philadelphia is now she's an agent
I don't know her.
and she's here.
I just have one friend from Tony and Tina's, but that counts.
Are you ready for this? I think that Luca and Tammy don't say this, but I really am the reason that they're together.
Oh, really?
Because I think
could care less.
I was doing stand up, and that's a long story. I started doing stand up. I thought I was taking a writing class, and it turns out it was a stand up class. I ended up doing stand up.
Some more beer for this.
I mean, what an asshole! You know, you can't just pay attention for fucking half hour.
He came. He's a good friend of my husband's, and he came to see me do stand up.
Oh yeah, make more noise.
And he was like, "I fucking want to do stand up," and so he started doing stand up.
Oh my god. He's like the guy at the theater whose beer rolls down. You know, you hear it. It's just like, what the fuck?
Right.
Introduced him to the owner.
Act like
Where's
you've
the
been
guy
there.
with the bag, the paper bag. He keeps crumbling. And you're like, shut the fuck up.
The worst.
The improv, and then he started doing stand up, and he's like a natural. Like, to me, there's no funnier guy.
Yeah.
Like, he's just really funny. And then I believe
Better
as
get
the story
another
goes,
one.
he
Can't drink this without a lime.
met Tammy at the Comedy Store. So indirectly I claim credit for that.
Yeah.
I think that's okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there was, do you know that, what's her name now?
Look how relieved he is now. He doesn't even need to drink it. He's got it. It's there.
Oh, Nancy.
Sharon Angela
Yeah.
was also on she was also in Tony and Tina's. And
How do you know Sharon? I know Sharon too.
Well, because we all became friends. Like,
I mean, you guys could have done this on the phone. I
Yeah,
don't
I know.
understand, how this is a podcast.
everybody, it's like family.
I know.
And Sharon
I don't
was
talk to
a
them
star.
either.
I know. This all started by him going, I talked to so many people from that show. He named one person.
The Sopranos.
That's right.
Yeah.
And she also directed a movie that Luca wrote. So it's 4 vignettes,
Yeah.
and she was one of the directors.
And
And
now-
Aida Turturro. Do you know Aida?
Yeah. But now to get even more
That's
inside
more.
baseball,
This is crazy.
Oh, good. Get ready, guys. More stuff we know nothing about that only these two human beings know what they're talking about. This is going to be great. Mark Atkinson, where'd he go? He asked, I'm late. Which spots are already marked? Tony and Tina's and Divorce. And Free.
Free.
Obviously. As a Jew, I ain't passing that one. I've got shots on my card instead of marking it. All right.
Nice.
There you go, Aku. Good luck. Bingo card. Now I have to put the amber scale away. All right. Juan Hung Lo, thank you for membering up to tier 2. I knew it. This chick moves her hands way too much. She's like steel toe.
She's nervous.
Yes. Hey, Don, can you sing the theme to Paradise Alley?
Oh, hey, two short long dogs. And we'll meet me in Paradise Alley tonight. We'll leave town in a bottle of whiskey.
Thank you.
Exactly.
That's beautiful.
Hey, it's Man Monkey. What's up? Thank you.
Negansett.
I'm trying to figure out what that meant. She's wearing Joey Buttafuoco pants. Everybody was at one point, Little late, but everybody was. Can we find her stand-up act? Guarantee it's better. She does stand-up?
She said she did.
Wow.
What's her name, Frog?
I don't know that she ever says it.
Oh.
You know what I saw, speaking of Jerry Lewis, is him doing stand-up on Comic Relief, and it is fucking brutal.
Ooh. I wish we could.
Brutal.
We can't watch that. Damn.
I don't know. Can we?
Believe it or not, we got a thing for the interview the other night. We had to trim that out.
Fuckers. After the next con, he'll say, I know so many Sopranos people. Yes, exactly, Stewie.
So, Mike, the podcast is called Antoinette and Friends.
Okay.
All right. I'll find out.
All right. I'm curious. John pisses away time like Tom Myers. Tom Myers catching some shrapnel tonight. I like it. Let's go. Thank you, everybody. Hit like over 800 in here, hanging out, watching. Get your bingo card. It's in the chat pinned. It's in the description. Get your bingo card. So far, Tony and Tina's and Divorce has been marked. Get your shots. Get all that stuff ready. Let's go. Everybody's here. All the big hitters. Avariza. Myers got hit. He did. All right, let's go. Back to the interview.
Sharon Angela, I used to play a prank on Steve Grillo. Like, she played a casting director, and I had like a guy on the Stern Show do crazy things because he thought he was going to get an acting job. But anyway, it's like all Tony and Tina stuff.
Yeah.
But that was like it was a great time in my life. But I guess you and I both, we both met our spouses.
We met our spouses. Yeah. I was thinking about too, like when you were on Howard Stern, there's I know Howard says that he, you just had such balls. I used to admire you. I'm like, how does he do that? And you were like the original at that. And I know that Howard says that he gave you the questions, but I think to myself, is that true? First of all? And that's not really the hard part. The hard part is asking the questions.
Howard never, he tried it out at one time and said it was too uncomfortable for him to do that. And he needed the perfect kind of idiot like me. And, and it's just fate.
You can mark your Howard square, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Thank you. Thank you, Howard Stern. He did say his podcast, but does he specifically at some point said, I do my podcast?
Yes.
All right.
Because with me, and I'm going to tell you that on my 5th grade report card, the teacher wrote to my mom, John tends to ask outrageous and penetrating questions in class and stutters when excited.
Mark it, baby.
And it was like, this is like my freaking resume.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
And just to give you
You found the one person that is interested in that fucking fact.
When she said to him, you really have a lot of balls to do that, he was like,
Hey, it reminded me of Jerry Lewis when they're sucking his ass, and he's just sitting there taking it, smoking his cigarette. Going, he's right about everything he's saying.
I'm glad you said the thing I told you to say.
I love it.
idea, like how it was with me, because I would ask, I didn't reach puberty till I was in college. But I would ask girls hey, do you got a head down there yet? Or ask him ask my friends, you got a head? Because I don't have a
What?
That was his examples of his teacher putting on his report card that he asked I've said it. He took this thing that was the teacher going, control your fucking kid because he's asking inappropriate shit in class.
Right.
And he's turned it into, even my teacher knew I'd be asking questions for Howard one day.
Wow.
He's such a fucking... So he's walking around going, hey, you got hair?
I believe my teacher called me precocious growing up.
Also, side note, that producer was not Mark NASA or NASA. It's Nasser. But they're both from Long
got
Island.
it wrong.
Yeah.
With a hard R.
I would have gotten it right.
Oh, here we go.
When I was a kid, I hated having handmade clothes. Anything that came in a package, I was so happy. Do you guys remember when your mother or your father or whatever would take you to go to back to school clothes shopping? Yes. Right? Okay, we didn't go to Macy's or Jessica's Attic Boutique or JCPenney. We went to my Uncle Tony's basement. Not a store. It was my uncle's.
Talk about your mother's sauce.
Tell us about your cement yard.
That Sunday sauce. That Sunday sauce took all day, huh?
That's a spicy meatball. Do that one.
Yeah. What about the furniture in your grandma's living room? Anything on it?
I don't. Do you do anything on Columbus?
Yeah.
And it was this is my freaking resume.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
And just to give you an idea, how it was with me, because I would ask, I didn't reach puberty till I was in like college, but like I would ask like girls like, hey, you got a hair down there yet? Or ask my friends, you got hair? Because I don't have a filter.
Right.
Like I didn't.
You got a hair?
It's not bad enough that he's harassing women. He's harassing girls and asking if they have hair down there. Then he goes to his friends. He gets the hitman there. Hey, I'm doing a hair check. You got any down there? He doesn't have any hair, so he's running around asking everybody if they got pubic hair.
I didn't see if that was a problem.
My guess on that report card says John asks really stupid questions.
But the best was 6th grade, junior high. Like they had a human sexuality. It was for all the,
Wait, I love this. John Melendez. He doesn't have a filter except on his camera. Junior high.
6th grade, junior high. I guess.
It's middle school, right? 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is if you get left back.
Yeah, or
17 and you're in 6th grade.
Hey, I almost left in 8th grade. I was over it. I gotta be honest with you.
like ask my friend.
What's that?
It's a good thing you stuck it out and stayed.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't want to be a junior high school dropout. That's embarrassing.
Junior high school dropout.
I would have been able to show my face. That was the kid. I gave it my all for a year and a half, and I was out. I had nothing more to prove.
And you got it because
it's okay, Shuli. A lot of kids dropped out of middle school during the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
I don't have a filter.
Right.
Like I didn't see if that was a problem.
You didn't
but
think.
The best was 6th grade, junior high. Like they had a human sexuality. It was for all the, all the boys, and their dads were all behind on a riser. So my father's there, and then and they get done, giving the speech about and they go, you have any questions? So of course me. And, this is just the truth. I go, how many holes does a girl have?
Oh.
And, and I keep on asking. So where is this G-spot? And how do I find?
So in 6th grade, he's asking about the G-spot.
No, he's implying that in 6th grade, they were talking about that to the kids to prompt
even
the
better.
question.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't know
Even
back
better.
then if that was even a thing.
Yeah. That's like...
It's like asking about it. And then I asked him about a smartphone. What? No, yeah.
Is squirt pee or like cum?
I still haven't found that
You don't
answer.
even
but
We're just still
which explains
looking.
my divorce. But like and I started, and then everybody, all the boys started handing me, hurry up. They would write questions and handing it to me. Let me ask.
Oh, so people had to write for him back then.
So the G-spot was a term that became widely known in the early 1980s. So he is obviously lying.
Right.
I remember when
Maybe-
Dr. Dre did a G thing.
Maybe he's like Marty McFly. There's some black guy going, this guy's talking about the G-spot, man. You got to hear this. He's just holding the phone up.
Yo, Dr. Kinsey, you got to hear this fucking guy.
This is your cousin, John. John Kinsey.
Denzel Kinsey.
Denzel Kinsey.
Have you heard of something called Kegels?
You know that new spot you're looking for?
You would be calling Chuck Berry to tell about it. That Chuck Berry, he loved a good vagina.
Yeah.
They caught him with a bunch of cameras in his bathrooms at his restaurant, the ladies' room.
Yeah, he enjoyed peeing on women too, I believe.
Yeah.
You really love women when you can watch them take a shit from, underneath. That's when you know you're definitely not gay.
Yeah, Danny
You know
Thomas.
what I mean? Danny Thomas, right.
Yeah.
You've never seen more manly man than Danny Thomas laying under a glass coffee
We'll
table.
have to cover some celebrity kinks.
Yeah.
Sometimes stuff is just too vanilla for you,
Right.
You got to bring it up to that rocky road.
Because they knew that I didn't care.
Right.
So my father, all the dads.
So this is all from the beginning.
All the dads are laughing, and my father had his head in his hands going, oh, no. And I was just asking everything. I don't get it. If the sperm is the fastest thing to get to the egg, why are there fat kids? I mean, they can't run. And I'm asking all these things. So it was just perfect. So when...
That didn't happen.
Well, if the sperm is the fastest thing to get to the egg, then why are there fat kids?
Maybe the egg was fat.
Well, I mean, maybe he was fast as sperm. Did you think of that? And then wow. He's basically going, I've always been retarded. I would yell retarded shit out. All the dads would laugh at me. My dad was humiliated. It was great. He's so retarded, he's telling that story as if it's a good thing.
Right. Oh, yeah.
I heard Mitch Fatel, who's a famous comic now, but he was a friend at NYU. That's where I went. And I heard him like on the radio.
Is this true that John wanted to race his sperm against Marco Battaglia in a 50-yard dash? Is that true?
Radio doing an interview. I go, oh my God, I could do that in 2 seconds. So, I asked Mitch if he ever should leave, please hook me up. Thank God he got into a major car accident. And then, and he couldn't come to work anymore, but he was helping. And then it was Kismet. And it was so fun. I'll never forget the first interview that I ever did was with Carly Simon and Danny Glover. And Antoinette, I was stuttering up a storm. And I'm going, this is just, I am failing. And then I bring the tape back to Howard.
Do you think he's ever said that to himself?
No.
You think there's ever been a moment in his life where the voice in his head going, you're failing at this, man?
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
Well, this is the humble, like he's being humble with her because he knows she's not going to go, and throw it back in his face and say, well, maybe you're right. Maybe you were kind of failing a little bit. And he's like, no. You're not listening to me. The answer is no, I wasn't failing. I was succeeding awesomely.
And I love when he starts answering questions that weren't asked. Antoinette, I remember my very first interview. There's so many Jerry Lewis. That's how what a narcissist Jerry was. In some of the B-roll of The Clown That Cried, he's in the makeup chair. And guess who's doing Jerry's makeup? Jerry. He didn't even have a makeup person doing his. It's great. The guy had to do everything himself. Wow. Hey, Brian, what's up? I just started watching Crashing on HBO with Artie and Pete Holmes. Did any of you guys have cameos? Sorry to bring the show to a grinding halt. I did not, but I love that show. Yeah, love it. A lot of friends are on there. Jessica Kierson, who I love, she's great on there. So many. Pete's hilarious. He's fucking great.
I played the Comedy Cellar at one point. People were going in and out of me.
Yeah, I loved Mulaney's scene in that. That was great.
Yes, yeah. His Netflix show is really funny, dude. Yeah, Mulaney. I like him. He's got the good keychain. Yeah, he saw that?
Loud one, too.
Yeah, he has chick keys. Like, he has so much fucking junk on that shit.
It's like a janitor.
Right. It's like the Frost Nixon interview. So compelling. I was thinking the same thing, Todd. Stuttering John always blames Ollie G, Triumph, etc. for stealing his bit. Meanwhile, he's an uncharismatic Howard ripoff in every interview. Go Bills. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Thanks, Mike. So how many holes do you have, Antoinette? Oh, hey, Don.
Oh, hey, Rabbit Weasel.
Thank you, Rabbit Weasel. Thank you to everybody super chatting, gifting, and signing up. Again, it helps everybody here. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit notify, turn on accept gifted membership. There's a link in the description of the show. We're in the middle of bingo. Let's go.
And then the next day, it becomes 3 hours of gold. And Howard's like, you're a star. And I'm like, I don't understand. I go, that was the. He goes, dude, the stutter, everything, your personality. He's like, it's the best. He goes, you're great on the air, and that.
He said stutter. Yeah.
Your personality. He was a punching bag.
Yeah.
Every time he came in,
everybody
even when
thought
he
you
did
were a
good job.
retard.
Yeah.
That was the personality.
Yeah, even when he did a good job, they beat the shit out of him. And he's going, your personality, you're great. You're great. If my daughter was older, you could marry her. You know, he was.
But this is how you talk to a retard. You go,
Right.
that was good boy. You did a great job, man.
Right.
It's like he's like in the Special Olympics. Great job. You did it.
And also, I imagine Howard had, hearing this guy stuttering, asking celebrities questions. It's like the planets aligned.
Yeah.
This fucking moment for this comedic genius where he's like, this is the bit. This is the bit. This is fantastic. I'm sure he was thrilled. He was so excited. I'm sure he said a lot of great, nice things to John.
You know what's funny? What is even the bigger bit? Him stuttering, like being a professional interviewer and stuttering during the interview, or the provocative things that he said during it?
It's funny because I think at first it was just the stuttering. And then it was less about John stuttering and getting the reaction to the questions.
How outrageous the question
right.
can be.
Tweaking them,
Right.
getting that, Tommy Lasorda moment where he's fucking screaming at John, that's what it became and what Howard wanted back then.
Was it? You know what I mean? So.
And how old were you?
22.
So that's kismet. That's like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
stepping right into who you are, what you do, and what your gift is.
Yeah. I don't really care.
Your gift is to ask questions about pubic hair. You answered your calling.
I mean, I do.
How was I know you were an intern. See, I was shocked to hear that for 2 years that you guys, you're just interning and you're working crazy hours and you don't really get paid, but you're learning and it's going to pay off, right?
Yeah. Well, and maybe this is like a lesson I always teach. Because I mentor, children on stuttering and everything else.
There we go. We got that.
I mentor.
I'd mentor. I tell him, start drinking. It'll help.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. Ooh, we only need one more.
Wow. I got one. I got two more I need diagonal and two more I need horizontal.
Yeah, I'm all over the place with this shit.
Oh, and two more vertical too. Wow.
You got to grab every opportunity. So to me, I was like, okay, this is what I'm given. Now I got to go out
and make something, right? Okay.
Yeah. So I once waited 12 to 15 hours to get one Chevy Chase interview. Why? Because I was like, I get that interview and I get airtime the next day.
There you go. Now, that's him revealing everything he did every day was to get airtime. Taking 30-minute shits, leaving early, all that shit. Yeah, he's lazy, but he also is doing it for airtime because he knew that was the only way he was going to get on the air rather than come up with a bit, write something, give it to Fred. What do you think of this,
Oh, taking a 30-minute shit isn't a bit?
To him, it's, 7 dirty words. It's fucking, it's great.
So wait, you weighing Eric's shit is not a bit to him, but him burping in the dealer's face.
Yeah.
And taking a big shit in the high rollers bathroom is a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, let me tell you how proud I am of the Craptacular. I'm mad that I didn't come up with it. You know what I mean? Like the fact that I volunteered to cover it and to find the actual answers to these questions. I'm a truth seeker, man. It's what I've always been. Thank you.
Time translates to gigs translates to money.
So then let's talk about this for a second. This
it's
is
just
amazing.
all about
But what made you
She had to touch him to get him to shut up.
Yeah.
do that? Because I think to myself, like, I know that your father was tough on you, right? And he knocked you around.
Well,
right?
it's kind of it's
so
odd.
that could either turn the person into a bully or it makes a person be very successful, driven.
Well, okay,
you know?
there's so many ways to answer this. First of all, I got to go with the bully thing first.
Kate does have like that, like, you know, mistress sort of vibe to her, I guess.
Yeah. Well, all sluts do. Keanu, you're a loser. You're not that hot. You got no boobs. You're fucking a fucking glorified fucking porn star. Shut the fuck up. You try and talk like you're smart to overcompensate for the fact that you're an idiot. Thank you. Lisa says hi from the Huskow. She's such a lunatic. Now she's fucking broadcasting again. Elisa, just give it the fuck up. You're annoying. You're fucking now getting fat. I mean,
10.
you are losing it, sweetheart. Just
He was about to say, bitch.
fucking, just get out of this. Now you're a felon?
because with my father, you know, he unfortunately was a loving guy, and then
Unfortunately.
when he would snap, he would, like, you know,
Is he a drinker?
no, but he would
Oh.
beat the crap out of everybody, like especially my sister.
Imagine how much he hated John where he did that sober.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they got it the worst, and I had to witness it.
That was
That's
even
when the
harder,
stutter.
right? Oh,
that's when the
God.
stutter.
Oh, wow.
Because I'll never. I mean, I'll.
Sucked
that-
her in. Hook, line, and sinker, man.
But that's it where he learned to batter and bully women
Yeah.
through his
Right.
dad.
Right. Watching his sister. He's always said his sisters got way worse beatings than he got.
Right.
Never forget 5 years old, and my back is against my door while I'm watching my father smack the crap out of my sister and my
What are you
mom.
going to do? Like, what are you going to do?
You know, and my mom runs down, you know, topless, you know, and jumps on my father to pull him off.
No.
What a house. Hold on. Where is mom topless?
Where is it? Where is my card?
Ready for the sunlight show the paper out. Mom ran down the stairs topless. Okay. All right. We're getting there.
I just need Casey Armstrong and Jay Leno.
Here, I'll tell you what's been called. We got I Mentor Stuttering Kids. Your free square in the middle, obviously. Tony and Tina's. Howard Stern. Divorce. Mom ran down the stairs topless. And my teacher said I ask outrageous questions. That is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. If you're enjoying the game, hit like, hit subscribe, hit notify. Get yourself a membership, member up, or gift a membership. Turn on accept gifted memberships. Let's go. Thank you.
And I go against the door and go, oh no, not again. Which only means
Which part? He's beating the sister, or she's seeing his mom's tits running down the stairs? I bet he's going to add that to the trolls calling his mom, you know.
Yeah.
Deliver. My mother, 80-year-old woman falling down the stairs topless.
means that it happened before, but I'm only 5, 6, I can't remember. And my mom slept in bed with me that night with a knife to protect me in case my father was going to go crazy on me. But see, here's the problem.
Jesus Christ. How about you go get a hotel room?
Yeah. At that point, you might want to think about, you know, a different living situation.
His mom pops up in a bathtub with the knife in her mouth like Rambo, you know, out of the water.
John, I don't want to stab you with this knife, but I will.
Yeah, it was to protect her from him.
Don't stop. Don't touch my titties anymore.
Hey, you're the one that was topless.
Yeah, you think he's got some mom issues there, Stacey Allen? I don't know.
Who even knows if that story's real?
But exactly, that's the thing with this guy. You never know with anything.
I chalk that up to the Stiff Minister concert talent show. That's crazy.
Frog, I don't mean to tell you how to do your job, but you really missed a great square with my mom got in bed with me with a knife. That would have been a great square.
Yeah, there's always another bingo right around
That
the
is
corner.
true. That is true.
he was a great father.
Look at this
No, he
fucking
wasn't.
dummy.
No, listen. I'm going to. I'd love to debate him on this. I think if you're beating up your wife and children, you're not a great father.
Yeah, but nobody's perfect, Mike. What are you gonna do?
He's a great father. When we weren't bleeding.
Yeah. When he wasn't traumatizing us, he was mentoring us.
Yeah. Now I have a lifelong affliction because of what he did. But no, he's a great dad.
That's why I'm like, I don't know if any of this is true because, you pick a lane. You know what I mean? Like, if you saw your sisters, a little girl, getting beaten by a grown man, there's nothing good about him.
No.
Nothing at all.
Goes right back to Howard. Howard, I love to impress. I loved him. And he could be a great guy, but then he could be the biggest prick in the world. And it was like I was reliving my childhood, because here's this guy that you idolize. And then
who's kind to you sometimes and gives you the break of your life.
Gives me the break of my life. And then
he's reliving his childhood because he made Howard his daddy.
Right. Yeah. Meanwhile, it's his boss.
Right.
It's not Howard's,
and
not
guess
Howard's
what?
job to.
Right. Some days your boss is in a good mood. Some days he's not in a good mood. He doesn't hate you. It's not the end of the world. But when he's not in a great mood, maybe you don't try and do a book deal behind his back.
Yeah. When you fuck up, it's not like when your kid fucks up. You're going to be a little more understanding. When your employee fucks up, you're going to let him know.
I didn't know his father also got him a record deal and a guest spot on Wings.
Yeah, but his dad also would not promote the appearance on Wings.
Dad, why won't you promote?
He felt boxed in by NBC to promote it. I want my goddamn hey Don, sup racist frog.
Oh, hey, Dr.
Hey,
BM Rippins, Esquire.
You got to take the frog drop and put a bleep in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So when people say hi to racist frog. Does SJ not get that he was the first whack packer?
Nope, he doesn't.
No.
He gets it, but he doesn't like it.
He doesn't want to face it.
I don't think he even thinks. I don't think he would allow himself to think that.
I kind of agree with Mike.
Have this protective bubble.
The blinders, right? Yeah.
Ain't gonna get in there.
Where are they? What is this? What is the sign in the background? Oh, they're at a
free
restaurant
place. Obviously,
it's like a bar that bands perform in. It's in Agora in Calabasas.
Yeah, it's like what Opie does. How Opie podcasts.
Right. So that's where they're at. This was 2020. I take 30-minute shits, but only on the clock. I get it. Wow, he aged so much. More racist frog. Easy, you're on life support. You don't need this right now. What's wrong
Let me tell you
with you?
something. There's nothing like being at a job and just ducking away in the bathroom for a half an hour, just sitting there. So good.
Used to take naps, just fucking pass out for a few minutes. Oh, it was the best. The best.
What's the difference between a and a park bench? A park bench can support a family of 4.
What are the odds that John's mom's topless in the John Spank Bank?
Yeah, and may I say, I've never mentioned his lovely mother's bosoms, but he talks about them all the time.
Yeah, on podcasts, just any podcast.
Yeah. Do you miss my massive midgers?
They were magnificent.
I made a mistake using shots on this card. Help. You're on your own, Aku. This was your idea. We did not tell you to do this. Ralph was a great father because he only beat the women. Now, while you make a joke, don't think that isn't the reason why he still has love for him.
Right.
Didn't John once say he would start trouble so his dad would beat him instead of his sister? So he's full of shit. Of course he is.
Right.
Of course he is. That's every movie where there's 2 siblings and the older one always takes the beating for the younger one. 27 months with you, lunatics. Love every minute of it. Scola! Thank you, Lone Wolf. Like Howard's OCD, John must have made up his father beating stories because Fred and Robin's father did the same. Must be his way of trying to feel he's a part of the group. Sickening. I agree with you. He would totally do that. If he's faking having OCD for all these years because he wants to get a step or two closer to Howard, it's fucking weird. My dad is an alcoholic and used to beat the shit out of us. He even cracked my mom's skull with his pistol, but he's a great father. Yeah, exactly. That one picture you sent me, Dodo, something beat the shit out of you. Don't ever send me that picture again.
And then he's a complete asshole.
Yeah.
You know, calling me a loser every day.
That's a very dysfunctional.
Yeah. So I was reliving that same thing.
Yeah.
So, and then the other thing I had.
But it's not my problem. That's Howard's problem.
Yeah.
You understand?
You can quit. You can quit if
Right.
you don't like it. It's a job.
A feeling I forget was
I never quit on my dad, and I'm not quitting on Howard, Mike.
My dad was a great father. By the way, I love drinking all the time.
It helps the stutter. It helps the tears, the pain. It helps all that.
If I'm in a constant state of numbness, I am doing fine.
Listen to me. Is this a therapy session? You put a beer in his hand, it's always a therapy session. Always.
what you were asking about the, what made me decide to like go out and be aggressive.
Like what made you keep going?
Yeah, you know what's great about Inside the Actor Studio? The actors aren't asking themselves the questions. So there's actually a host.
I'm sorry, I was rambling. Can you repeat the question that I was supposed to answer 10 minutes ago?
It was.
Yeah, John, all I said was, how are you? But go ahead, continue.
It's always been, ever since I was a kid, I had a paper route. I worked in a tire warehouse.
Paper route.
Is that one?
That is on the list.
Shit.
I don't have that.
I still don't have a bingo yet.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I do have the paper. Yeah, I think we have the same one.
Yeah, they're just mixed up. Everybody's got the same one.
Oh.
They're just all mixed up. That's how bingo works, Mike.
It's like his eldest son.
It's all mixed up.
Just
You knew you were going somewhere.
What's that?
That's not how bingo works.
Of course it is, Mike. Of course it is.
Really?
There's
Every
a certain
card
amount
has
of
the same
numbers
numbers?
that it goes up to. Mike, you're playing these rest homes. You don't pay attention when you're calling out the numbers?
Listen, I'm busy. I'm also running the karaoke machine. What do you expect me to do?
Mrs. Schneidberg, N22.
And if I just called to say I love you, Herbert, come on up.
Did I ever tell you guys during the, right at the start of the pandemic, Marfon Mike was in Queens and he was in a rest home, like an old folks home.
Oh. Right.
And this is before Cuomo, throw them all on fucking ventilators and wipe them all out. And I remember walking in there to go interview him on my own time, by the way, and walking past the entertainment room. And it was a guy dressed as Neil Diamond. Yeah. And he's just up there dancing and karaoke. And it's like half of the 8 people that were there were facing the other way. Like they're not even watching.
Sweet Caroline.
And I'm like this. Oh, I go, what a fucking nightmare. And it's a pandemic a couple hours later.
Coming to America.
He has to walk in with his big boom box.
Oh, it's the
music
worst.
on it. Yeah, just puts it in there.
He's got a dolly. He's wheeling his whole fucking act on a little suitcase dolly.
Goes out, leaving with his rhinestone outfit, walking out of the parking lot.
He's got to clean up the balloons that popped.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Jad Allen, the professor, 17 months. Speaking of 17 months, when I was 17 months, my mom would beat me and my topless dad would have to come to the rescue.
Everybody has their own story.
Yeah, that's why he is the way he is today. And he's gifting 5 memberships tonight to 5 lucky people.
Soul pad.
Thank the professor in the chat when you get one.
Soul pad.
Come on.
Soul pad, side of mine. Soul pad, side of mine. Soul pad.
All right, shut up.
Word.
Next Saturday, Mike P says, my oldest graduates from high school. Guess what? I'm invited to attend, but won't stream. Stay away, potato. Congratulations, Grant. Go Bills!
Go Bills.
Congrats, Grant. Your dad's nuts, but he's good egg. I like him.
Where like you had your eye on the prize.
I just think that the only way you're going to get somewhere is well, hard work, but you always have to say to yourself, you can't listen to people who tell you that you're nothing. You can't listen to people that say no, and you can't believe in the word can't.
Yeah.
because like I think that's the problem with a lot of people. Like they think that they can't do things.
Dues payer.
Yeah, some people can't do things.
Right.
I mean, it's life.
Yeah. If you wanted to fight quad and you were on the second floor, the fight would not happen.
Right.
You understand? Some people can't do things.
Yeah.
Not his fault. Well, it kind of is, but.
And then you attract somebody like Howard who does the same thing. And then it seems to me that you went, I'm done.
Yeah.
Right? Did you say, did it come to a point where you just like, I can't handle the torment or not? Maybe I'm putting words in your mouth.
When I was on.
Please,
when they offered me
it.
$500,000, I figured, I don't need this anymore. She makes it sound like he stood up for himself and stormed out, told them all to go fuck themselves.
Did you know that they actually wanted me to do work there? That's crazy.
What the fuck?
Tony T's wedding, that's where I met my wife.
Tontina.
I'll never forget when we first started dating. I said, Susanna, I got to get out of here. I'm not gonna, and everyone gets.
He was on the floor in the bathroom vomiting during this thing when he said that to her.
Say, you're such a wuss, and I think there were times that I literally had tears in my eyes, crying from the abuse.
Oh, I never heard this before.
May I just
Howard
say,
Stern hurt his feelings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barra who's
Please. Can you imagine what Gary must do when he goes home?
Oh my God.
Counts as money.
Balls.
Exactly. Looks at his mansion every day, pulls in. That's what he does for him.
You're such a wuss. And I think there were times
You're such a wuss.
that I literally had tears in my eyes, crying from the abuse of Howard.
Look at her going, wow, what a puss. Jesus Christ.
I was going to fuck him, but now.
Yeah. Boy, this guy's a real hit. You know?
When my wife got pregnant, he told me to abort the kid.
Because,
winner. Abort the kid. Where is it?
Got it.
Howard told me to abort my kid. Fuck. How do I still not have fucking bingo?
I got it. Woo! How do I show everybody? Can we do
You can't, but we'll take your word for it.
I won.
I won.
Me too. I just won, Mike.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I like how somebody
We
in
hit
the chat.
the goal, everybody.
Somebody in the chat was trying to rat out Anthony earlier. They were like, Zen isn't even playing bingo.
I am too.
Yeah. In his mind.
Because I'm not fit to be a father.
Didn't he laugh when Howard said that? Yeah. You know why? Because he was getting airtime.
Oh, you're right. Who says it? Ken Fresno says, take a picture like Kevin. I will.
He was getting airtime, and he's the one. We listened to it. Mm-hmm. He's the one who came running in and interrupted the show to announce he's getting married and he's going to be a father.
And all these things. So
but that was on the air. Was there a part of you that thought, okay, well, this is shtick, this is his thing?
No, it's not like he.
Because the real here's what's funny.
See, that's what people. This is the problem, because then people think, oh, but I'm sure he apologized. I'm sure. No. Like I always say, like if someone comes up to me and goes, "Hey, is Howard a good guy off the air?" I go, "He's a great guy off the air." And then they go, "Oh, so on the air is all an act." I go, "No, off the air is all an act." Because the real Howard is the guy on the air.
Yeah.
That's what he says, what he wants to say. That's the real person.
Yes.
It's not the guy off the air who's all nice. I used to laugh at Matt Lauer when he was like, "Oh, I met Howard. He's so nice and kind." And I'm like, fuck off. I'm like,
I mean, Matt Lauer getting hit.
Yeah, wow. Boy, and he has such a great reputation. I can't believe he's trying to ruin Matt Lauer's reputation.
Didn't that guy have a trap door in his office?
Yeah, he had a whole
Hit a
fuck
button.
dungeon in his office. It was pretty wild.
Howard was always nice about the shit trap dungeon.
Get out of
Well,
here!
I mean, but listen,
the
you can-
the
you
guy's a bully, and
John,
and
stop.
Who's a bully? Matt Lauer?
No, Howard.
Howard.
Oh.
But you can still, like, John doesn't know that there's social rules and cues and things. So you could be nice to people.
Acquaintances. Not everybody's your best friend.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be stick with me or I'll never talk to you, through everything. He's not understanding that. Yeah. I mean, a lot of the stuff Howard did on radio, I'm sure was what he's really feeling, but it was calculated. He wanted the ratings. So, he did it through that filter. So John but he doesn't have the intelligence or the emotional maturity to realize how to maneuver through life as an adult.
And he kind of has to tell himself that because I'm sure off the air Howard said some pretty crazy shit to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Other than on the air Howard. So, listen, I met off the air Howard. It's very different from on the air Howard. Mm-hmm. And I would say that's the real Howard.
Yeah.
Especially at this point in the game.
look, I don't have any. I'm grateful to him.
Of course. That goes without saying.
And
right?
he's super talented.
This is the Rickles. You know I love you, brother. Yeah. The brothers. Where my brothers at? It's going to be a hot summer, baby.
But that's the guy you want. You want a guy who's on the air being the asshole, then off the air he's being very nice to everybody and being courteous, and because that's always the other way around, right? It's always like, well, you didn't. Rachel Ray was a real cunt when those cameras were off.
Right, Ellen.
Ellen, right?
Great example.
Yeah.
There's I didn't watch it, but Fitzsimmons is on some podcast and he's talking about what an asshole Ellen.
Oh, really?
Ellen was. Yeah, I gotta check it out.
Eating all that pussy.
Right in front of the writers.
But I'm not the only one he beat up. He beat up Jackie. He beat up
And why aren't they crying like bitches? Why is it just you?
Everybody
got beat up.
And that's where we go. And that's what I wanted to get back to is that Howard, see, for me, I got beat up. And I'll never forget, I was in the basement of my parents' house. And 10 years old, after my father beat me up because I used a piece of wood, he was OCD and a hoard,
like a hoarder?
A hoarder, and he had a piece of wood, and I used a piece of wood to build a go-kart with my friend John, like 10 years old.
Okay, so he built a go-kart from one piece of wood.
It's a big piece of wood.
Big piece of wood.
Yeah.
My dad was a hoarder.
He's a hoarder. Yeah. All we did was take down one wall, and this guy flipped out on me.
My dad chopped down a redwood.
Yeah.
And,
so he beat slapped the crap out of me, and
I know. I would love to hear him explain how he built it. At 10 years old, I stole some tires from the tire shop, and we built a boxcar.
That's the same way he built a guillotine, some gallows.
Right. This guy wouldn't know where to get pig's blood if you gave him a week. All right,
and a pig
who's bleeding.
Old after my father beat me up because I used a piece of wood. He was OCD and a hoard.
Like a hoarder.
A hoarder, and he had a piece of wood, and I used a piece of wood to build a go-kart with my friend John, like 10 years old. So he slapped the crap out of me, and he was a great father. In front of my friend, but it's not just like one slap. You can go okay sometimes, even though I don't think that's cool either. But it would be a lot of slaps.
You were the object of his violence. And his anger.
And it was a lot of slaps.
Do you think the slaps will go like this? Did he go, come here, come here, come here?
Right.
Did he do that? Where do you think that came from?
If you're going to abuse the child, do it emotionally.
Right.
And I'll never forget, I was in my basement, just
my father's a hoard.
It's like getting away from everything. I said, one day I'm going to be a father. And I'm never going to ever raise my hand to any of my children.
Except
Especially
to
if it has
peel
money
cat-
in it.
Except to take cat hair off their head. Yeah, especially if money's going to be in my hand, then he's definitely not raising it.
Nor I don't even want to ever
Even want to do that.
I'm stuttering here. Hold on. Anti-stuttering medication.
There you go. There's your
There it
mentor, kids. All you stuttering kids, there's your mentor holding up a Corona with a lime going, anti-stuttering medication.
He cured people.
And wouldn't it be stuttering medication, not anti-stuttering medication?
I don't want to raise my voice to him even.
Right.
Because of that. And
How have you done with that?
How's he done? Yeah. I know. How's he done? He can't even finish a sentence without drinking a beer.
And then I said, and I'm going to have a little boy, and I'm going to name him Oscar, and I'll never ever, and never hit
name?
that kid. And I do have my youngest son. His name is Oscar. I love him to death, and I've never ever hit my
Cheers
kids.
to that. You broke the cycle.
Wow. Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at you. As my pops would say, listen, the truck with the awards is coming around the corner with one for you.
Not all heroes wear deodorant.
It seems like he probably named all his kids, right? Greta is probably like a Danish name, and then or dead name, whatever you want to call it. And then his son Oscar was what he
Obviously,
came up with.
Right.
So I'd like to know if Lily was his idea or
It was
his wife's idea.
It was his idea.
Meanwhile, I tell you, speaking of naming his kids, he only named one and then said, I never hit my kid. He named Oscar.
Right.
Cycle.
Yep, I broke the
Amazing.
cycle. And that's where we're getting back to Howard. He didn't break it. His father called him a moron. He told him to shut up. And instead of choosing to be different than his father, Howard decided to be just like his father.
You're not his son. What what kind of analogy is that?
But I got no problem with him. I think he's great. He's a good guy. But he's delusional. This whole thing,
I mean, it's a daddy complex, times 100.
He's the one who talked about his dad and then immediately pivoted to Howard.
Right.
Or talked about Howard and pivoted to his dad
Right.
immediately.
Right.
That's on him. She's not a therapist. She didn't make this fucking connection. And he can't stop. He's literally he's so tiny he thinks he's laying on a couch. He thinks he's in therapy.
But
So that's the
how
point.
someone treats their employees has nothing to do with how they treat their children. It's two completely
there's a good
different
point, too.
worlds.
Howard's not doing that to his
Right.
daughters. John is not related to Howard. Correct. Please, somebody, give me his father's mother.
I was trying to make. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, so then take us to when, how did you leave Howard and was that, not, I'm sure it wasn't that easy to do, but how did that all come about and how was that run at the Tonight Show?
Oh, boy.
How that's even how you come here, because Jen and Teo. So there you go. Teo
Yeah,
and
Jen, I was telling.
Jen is here behind
Okay,
our.
this is so funny. I just got to tell the story. It's so funny. I don't know if you remember Jen.
Over under. Will this be funny?
Please, no.
Well, it won't be funny, but it's going to be disturbing.
Oh no.
This is so funny. So
Everybody knows Jen. Jen is here, you guys. They
all
all
right.
know-
So
they all know
Jen, the very beautiful Jen. So Teo was one of my favorite editors. Teo was Jen's husband. So when I was on the Tonight Show, and I'm a writer there, and we really need, and I'm sure Teo has told you, we had to get things in there. We were on a deadline.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me just tell you something. I know a lot of writers work on a lot of different shows. None of them talk like this.
Right.
None of them talk about their job to people like they're retards. You understand?
Right.
It's fucking insane. His war stories. Yeah, it's gross.
Well, it's like a bunch of football players huddling up and talking about the next play, and the mascot shows up and he's like, hey guys. He's like, what are we doing on this one?
Yeah, the autistic equipment kid pops into the huddle. You're like, Timmy, we love you, but get out of here.
Yeah.
Literally
crazy, like right up to the moment.
Literally at 3:55, if our
A writer with a deadline, right? Yeah. Have you ever heard of such a thing?
because they taped that for if our stuff was not there, that's it. And we all had to get stuff on because our head writer at the time would have a point count. So it's like everyone, Jack the Madman Cohen. So he had this point count. So if you don't get it on, then you lose. Like it which is really kind of silly in the bit. But anyway, but I'd be with Teo and
Great explanation.
Wait. What, is he saying
a point count.
Yeah. Is he saying like in kindergarten they would have a gold star chart for everybody who got something on?
I guess so. Yeah, you got points for.
I don't believe that. You know who keeps track of that? The writers. The writers keep track of what got on, and the supervisors. You know, whoever's in charge of all that.
Well, maybe you had to turn in something. That's the way.
Maybe.
And it was probably just for John. They probably just made that up just for John.
Exactly. I picture John's the one who put the points on the board. That's the job he had.
But it's like, what else are you doing all day? All you got to do is write, right? You're just doing your job. You got stuff. You work. You're constantly working when you're not working, right? You're home. You're thinking of stuff. Whatever. I mean, it's always a on-call situation. Being a writer.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't clock in and go, okay, now it's time to write.
Mm-hmm. Right. I just told you on my off time, I'm at a rest home interviewing Marfan Mike during COVID. Like,
and I had a great time with Teo. But one time I'm on LinkedIn, and I don't know if you remember this, Jen. I'm on LinkedIn now. I know Teo's wife. I've hung out with her. But I I guess your headshot on LinkedIn I don't make a connection that it's you.
Oh no! Oh no!
He's cruising for poon on LinkedIn.
Oh my god!
Hey, they got jobs.
Anybody filled that opening yet?
I'd like to link my cock in your ass.
I'm like, hey, how you doing? You want to have a drink or something?
Oh my god, dude!
Wow!
How many people has he done this to?
You know, seeing a guy sitting like this, I really don't expect him to be this douchey. It's quite shocking.
Yeah. Wow. And this is when he was still. This is like, he still almost had something going on. He's not too far removed from success at this point, where you think he wouldn't resort to LinkedIn hookups.
Hey, we have an opening at Terminex. Where do you live? You third input or what?
Wow.
Teo's wife. I've hung out with her. But I guess your headshot on LinkedIn I don't make a connection that it's you. I'm like, hey, how you doing? You want to have a drink or something? And she's like, do you know who this is? I go, no. She goes, it's Teo's wife. I go, oh shit! I didn't know.
I said, oh shit! But really, what about that drink? You want to get one?
Right.
Don't tell Teo.
Yeah. Disregard the dick pic, or don't. Let me know.
Yeah. Wow. Yay or nay?
And so he's doing this with women that he doesn't know whether they're married or not, obviously.
Oh, sure.
So what a skunk.
He is the most trollable guy ever.
Yeah.
You literally just need a picture of a woman, and that's it.
Yeah. Wow. On LinkedIn, you don't have your marital status, right? I don't know.
I don't think so.
But Mike, LinkedIn is for finding work.
I know, but I'm just saying. But
trolling for poon.
Right.
It's business, not monkey business, Mike.
but like he's just throwing out the hook to any married woman. I mean, that's a fucking skunky thing to do.
Right. But also, it looks really bad for you when you. First of all, he's swimming. God bless you. Jew.
I refuse to bless him.
He's swimming in the same. He's fishing in the same waters as he's in the same business. Why don't you go to like accounting or something,
Right.
or go to like some other baking? I don't know. Like there's so many other job opportunities.
Right,
out.
because as in any other business, the word gets around. This fucking guy tried to hit on me.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the reasons that he hasn't worked.
And this is probably a little bit before the Me Too movement. So
2020. No, that was.
Oh, it's 2020. So it was way past it.
Yeah.
Now it's like this guy's sexually harassing these women.
Yeah. Wow.
That's pretty. You okay, buddy? I think you went to go check the soccer scores.
So the off season. I didn't check. Ken Fresno, ladies and gentlemen, you can't believe in the word can't. And then immediately saying the word can't is the work of someone with brain damage. Oh, hey, Discount Dotted Frog.
Oh, hey, Ken Fresno.
Colonel
Froggy.
Clink. I got nothing. Well, that's all right.
Okay.
You don't need anything. Gary told Howard many times not to apologize for on-air picking on him. Robin did the same. John, of course, expects to be treated differently. Imagine this moron with money and power, even more vomitous.
Yep.
He's Dabble Babble. He's our Adam Bush.
I would love to talk to somebody who knew John when he was at the top of his game, like somebody who was there when he was making all that Tonight Show money. He had that fuck you power from Howard Stern.
Right.
How did he act with people? What's the shittiest things that he did?
There's somebody out there. We should reach out to that former agent of his, Frog. That Dante guy. John self-interviews with everyone. Yeah. He just needs your equipment. He'll handle the rest. Mexican Jew, my brother.
Woo!
Thank you. Buddy? Gifting a membership. Orale, L'chaim. A Sucret's Pine Knot Derby. Surprised the friend wasn't one of the Dans. Yeah. Mike Dick gifting a membership. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
I love Mike Dick.
Thank you.
I believe Mike Dick just is a newbie over on Patreon as well. I think he's new to the channel and to the show. So welcome, Mike, in the gifting spirit. He broke the cycle, all right. None of his kids will have children. All right. Thank you. Ralph wanted a son named Mexican Jew. Don't we all? That's how SJ wrote on the clock, off the clock. Right. This dude is the cheapest dude ever.
Wow. LinkedIn,
the LinkedIn thing is
that's
ridiculous.
even shocking. You think I would have not be surprised by anything he does, but even that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right up there with like crashing funerals that you read about the obituary. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
And also the person's name is there, right by the picture.
yeah.
It's not like he didn't know the bitch's name. Like he knew it was her, and he got caught.
Ooh,
sometimes on LinkedIn, it's just a logo or a design, right? It's not a name. No, it's always a fucking name. It's the name of the company, what their
stripper
position is. Yeah.
Right. And it says where she worked or works, so he knows her from work.
So either he's not reading anything. He's just looking at pictures.
It's all picture.
On LinkedIn.
That's it. It's just a picture. That's all it is.
That's how lazy he is. But everything is right there.
But think about this. He's on LinkedIn just to look for chicks.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's a catfish magnet, which explains a lot. Yes.
Yeah. Twice.
Thank you, Stewie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Twice.
Discovered I used 80% rum. Still no bingo. Bingo. Onward. I'm with you. I haven't hit bingo yet either. Stuttering John hears Me Too, and he's like, "Yeah, where's my young actress?"
Yeah, I want one. Me too.
When he was at Leno, I think he was a good boy because he was a small fish in a big pond, and he was expected to do his job and not be a jerk off. Yeah, and because of that, because he was held accountable there for a change, would explain why his salary went down every year.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He was actually trying, but failing.
Yeah, so they had to give him less stuff. So we're going to give you less money because we can't rely on you to handle what we need you to do.
I'd say he was on good behavior for the most part, but then I'm sure they had to talk to him at some point, like when he was hanging out in the green rooms, when he was talking to the guests. I'm sure that somebody went up to him and was like, John, you got to leave these people alone.
John, it's been brought to our attention that you're cutting the sleeves off of your Tonight Show staff shirt. Could you stop doing that? Thanks, John.
Yes, the sandwiches in the green room are for the guests.
John, can you stop bringing your art here and hanging it up on the walls for people to see? And someone stole $8.50 from your art piece with money in it.
Gallagher is missing one of his watermelons.
And I think I text Teo or something. And I said, "Yeah, I didn't know."
I totally remember this story.
I don't really care. I mean, I do. No, but it's so funny because I always loved Teo. Neat guy, though.
Yeah.
Neat guy.
A great story about Teo, and I know this is one of my favorites. And there was a writer who told me the story. Do you know this story?
What the fuck's the story?
But you
could tell a story. Do you know the story?
I hate when people do this, and he's the king of it. They go, "You want to hear the best story about Mike?" Somebody was telling me this story.
Yeah, right.
It's not your story. Don't set it up like this is something you were there and saw what happened with Mike, and this is your firsthand account. I hate that shit. Listen to him.
I totally remember this story.
I don't really care. I mean, I do. No, but it's so funny because I always loved Teo. Neat guy, though.
Yeah, it's great. Very.
A great story about Teo, and I know this is one of my favorites. And there was a writer who told me the story. Do you know this story?
No, tell me, please. I might.
They are editing Orion Seacrest, thing, and they're talking about how he's so
the writer. They're editing Orion Seacrest, the thing that he did for the show thing.
For his stuff.
His eyebrows and his thing, and the writer said to Teo, do you ever think about coloring your eyebrows or like doing that? And Teo goes, with these eyebrows, I don't think so. Because Teo's, I mean, you must say he's like the metrosexual kind of guy.
Totally.
Oh, so that's the guy John calls a fag at work.
Right, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
You know you're emasculating husband.
Yeah, this is back when he was smart enough to say metrosexual.
Yes.
That was my doing.
But
God, him going up on his toes when he laughs is great.
Because he's a good-looking guy.
He's a very good.
Put it this way: I was once out with Teo, me and Kevin and Jack, and we all went to Big Bear.
I remember that.
Yeah, on our motorcycles. And I go, I don't know.
Oh, motorcycle. Boom, got it.
I do have my winning card in Discord. I don't think we show it.
All right, you start a new one?
No, I'm okay. I don't want to steal the thunder here.
Look at this. Look at this son of a bitch. Right down the middle. All right.
This is, and I'm divorced, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm not having any luck. I'm not meeting any.
Haku's hammered, still no Bronco. He's a mess. Dr. Beef Drippins Esquire got a fucking big nine.
Big nine. Thank God. I'm glad to hear it's big nine.
I think that's what they were yelling in
The Deer Hunter?
Yeah, the Deer Hunter. Big nine.
Yeah, I'm like 2 spots away from everything. I'm with you.
That's how bingo works.
I know. And some old bitch beat me, just like bingo. Fucking Mike.
I remember my mom going to bingo in the church because a lot of churches do it, and the priests are the one that call the numbers, and he has got going B5 and 5 old ladies. You son of a bitch!
Yeah.
You piece of shit!
I went with Mama Bear a couple times to go play bingo with her, and the ones that come. They're like Navy SEALs. They're like special ops. They take their fucking thing off, and it's just all bingo daubers. Like it looks like fucking rounds on their chest. Yeah, They set up their whole fucking. That's a whole world over there. They got like 4 or 5 sheets. They got a whole table to themselves.
20 sheets, man.
Yeah,
Just fucking...
yeah. Oh my god. But in Vegas, there's like 600 people playing, so the prize is like 30 grand or some crazy shit. It's crazy.
No, it's real deal shit. Some of that.
Yeah. Yeah, bingo bandolier, exactly. They would show up hardcore, dude. And oxygen tanks.
I'm not meeting any women, and Teo goes,
I love this. I'm screwed. Need KC, and he's nowhere near this interview.
You never know, man. This could turn on the dime. The way
John's been answering questions no one's asked since the start of this thing.
look at you. Would you fuck you?
Wow.
So this is during the time he could definitely get laid, right?
Oh yeah.
This is when he's saying he's getting
He's
those 500.
trying.
He got those 500 women, right? If he's not getting laid at this point, where when he's with Teo, that's a it's a Tonight Show era. Then he ain't getting laid.
When?
Because that's just like fucking. You're printing your own money, man.
Prostitutes.
Right. You're
No, not even
pushing up money
prostitutes.
for a hooker.
You're in L.A. and you are
Mike's
Stuttering
right.
John, and you're working on the Tonight Show. You're not getting laid.
Mike's right. All you got to do is cruise a bus stop in Hollywood. You've got yourself a fucking
man.
date. That's
No,
it.
You go to the you dress like a human being. You go to the Viper Room, man. There's enough of bloodsuckers there that'll bang you.
Well, that's not going to happen with him. That's why I'm saying hit the bus stop, John. That's
Well, yeah,
more his
that- yeah.
speed. You need a roof over your head. Get in.
But the point of it is him saying he's done whatever 500 women. If he's not getting it at this point in his life,
Yeah. I don't
then
even
you
know
it's
that.
all bullshit.
Right. His best year might be 5.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, even Mike was getting that fax pussy back.
Oh
in
my
the day.
God.
Fax pussy. Oh, it's
Oh my God.
legendary. It's like minor league groupies,
Minor league strange.
Yeah.
He showed him that Tonight Show watch Jay sent him. Forget about it.
Yeah, it's a booster club on a school bus.
These women would be puddles.
I'm not meeting any women, and Teo goes, look at you. Would you fuck you?
Teo seems like a 100% funnier guy than John.
Right.
So far, we've heard 2 stories where he said something John could never even think about saying that funny.
Oh man, that beer's kicking in.
That's hilarious.
That's the extent of your pep talk.
Do you know that story, Jeff? Yeah, it was very funny.
Hey, Sil, did you hear what I said?
That's hilarious.
Hey, I told you
know
want
that
some of that
story, right?
Baja fresh tea.
Yeah, you know that story, right?
Yeah.
But all right, well,
Maybe I need to rethink.
yeah,
Can
but
you move closer to me? I'm
Oh,
I'm I'm
baby.
not trying to get frisky.
are
but
you getting a little jealous that I'm talking to
A
Jeff?
little bit. My hair's
Yeah,
a little. My nails are getting.
Notice how in his mind that's immediately what came out of his mouth.
Right.
That she's jealous because he's talking about almost trying to fuck his buddy's wife on LinkedIn.
Yeah. He's insane.
She's jealous. These broads, Jen Calder was like, you want to hear the grossest thing ever?
Well, he thinks he thinks he's negging them. I said negging, Joe.
Yeah,
He thinks he's negging these ladies.
Right.
Is that better?
Yeah, like I just want to frame.
Oh,
us.
is it for
yeah,
that? Oh,
well,
'cause I'm
we got
looking at that.
Instagram up there. And
Oh,
we got the Facebook down here.
oh, so you should have moved
Look at me. I look like I'm like doing gymnastics. But anyway, so go back to the Tonight Show for a second.
Wow. Wow.
Now he's paying attention.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look at her. Her butt looks like when the snake and anaconda ate John Voight.
Yeah.
Hello.
I've never seen somebody angry about a woman doing this. Watch his face.
But anyway, so go
He's like, what do you-
back to the
what's
Tonight Show
What's wrong with you? You're a woman.
for a second. I want to know like how that.
No, do that again. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I
you know
didn't
what he
realize
is?
Yeah, no,
have we ever connected this? He does the Austin Powers thing.
Yes. Yes. Oh,
Yeah, baby.
behave. Yeah. Oh, it would have been so great if she queefed right in his face. That would have been the best.
Mike Myers stole that from me when he did Austin Powers. I was doing Yeah Baby 10 years before that.
I was telling Ganji about the forklift bit in the movie. They stole that. They heard us talking in the back.
How funny would it be if you had a penis made out of gold, right?
Neither. I was, engaged with you.
So the Tonight Show was, it's okay. So I told my wife I can't wait.
Shave my legs.
Yeah. What happened? Hello?
Interview's over.
Nope. This is
Amazing.
on their end.
Oh.
Thank God you're back,
Wow.
Joe.
Maybe she did queef and
are
knocked out the
welcome.
camera.
This,
The feed and his mouth are stuttering.
It wasn't Kate.
Kate Meany, which is?
Yeah, 2 times.
Robin Leach, and
Wow, that's quite a cast. It
and Melissa Rivers. It
was fun.
And Nikki Ziering. Yeah, no,
I'm still name dropping. Do you mind? You interrupted me here.
I gotta start over.
Burt Reynolds,
Lonnie Anderson.
Toby Keith.
Toby Maguire.
at their a little rain is going to bother you. So I'm in because there was no dry clothes. So I'm in my underwear hanging out. It's pouring on me and I'm just hanging out and I don't have a problem, but I'm cracking jokes and, and asking those questions to everybody.
He's talking about the reception at his wedding. Go ahead, John.
Buddy, I got every question I asked. I asked Bruce, why did you get a nose job? I go, you were a good-looking dude. He goes, I didn't like that it was too long and stuff, which we all know why.
Yeah, of course. Now we know why.
Now we know why, but
couple of broads.
Yeah.
Talking about another broad.
I just thought he was half a,
You know what I mean? We all know now, am I right, sister?
Hey, instead of cutting off your nose, why don't you cut off your dick? How's that sound?
Right. Don't spite your face, spite your dick.
How many holes do you have, Bruce?
How many holes do you have? Hey, Bruce, you got hair?
I ask questions.
You got hair?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Bruce. Don't do that. Don't be a broad.
I asked, I asked Melissa
Camera's off.
Rivers,
Sorry.
like about, is it hard to live in, in the shadow of your mother?
Yeah.
I mean, like everything that they all like. And
Yeah.
I really wanted him to see the difference between when Howard, Jackie, and Fred wrote questions and when I asked questions.
Yeah.
Your boobs real, everything.
How much you want to make a bet I can throw a football over the mountains?
He's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I asked everybody. I asked, Chris Judd, is he mad at J-Lo for, for screwing him up?
How did the island contain you? My God, this man.
Oh, when he goes, you know what, John? Nobody's ever asked me that, but everything was.
I asked Tyrese, why do you guys dance in McDonald's commercials? Can't you just order your food without rapping and pop locking?
Wait, what did he ask Chris Judd that's never been asked? Because it's something about J-Lo.
Right.
It's the only thing they're going to interview him about.
It's the only reason he's on this show is because he was married to J-Lo for 5 minutes. I gotta hear that again.
Yeah.
I mean, I asked everybody. I asked, Chris Judd, is he mad at J-Lo for, for screwing him over? And he goes, you know what, John?
No
Nobody's
one's ever
ever
asked him that. Are
No
you?
one.
Come on,
No one.
John.
me that. But everything was good. But I was getting a lot of love, from all the people out there.
Right.
And I ended up, just from the votes, I ended up getting to last day. But the most important part is the whole time of the show, like I'm getting all this popularity from celebrities, from the millions who are watching, which of course irritates Howard because
Of course.
because he's like, because
Of course. John knows this without a doubt. Of course this bothers Howard. It didn't
he was
bother
supposed to
Howard
be at work, right?
Right. That you told him you'd be gone for 2 weeks and ended up being almost 4. That didn't bother him.
Oh, he's jealous of my popularity and my success.
Jelly.
Well, this gets back to the new Howard now. And I mentioned this in my best-selling book, Easy for You to Say, available on Amazon. All right, cheap plug.
Yeah.
But, Howard's always wanted to be part of the mainstream.
Wait, that's a bingo thing, right?
Oh, is it?
Easy for you to say. I think you're right, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is right there. Yep.
Oh, there it is.
Where is it on my list? Easy for you to say. Boom. I need pub.
Plus writer for the Tonight Show, right? Wasn't that because he talked about that?
Yeah.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I still need pub. I do my podcast. Jay Leno. Has he said Jay Leno? He hasn't, right?
No.
He hasn't said Jay. Wow.
He hasn't said it, no, which is crazy. You think he would be saying it a million times already.
Best selling. I missed that. Yeah. He said best selling?
Best selling. And I think he got the name of the book wrong. I'm not entirely sure. I thought it sounded like he said easier for you to say.
Which is not easier for him to say.
That's
a given.
Well, this gets back to the new Howard now. And I mentioned this in my best-selling book, Easy for You to Say, available on Amazon. All right, cheap plug.
Yeah.
But, Howard's always wanted to be part of the mainstream. The reason why he's always trashed all those big-time celebrities is because he always wants, he wanted their love. So he sees me getting, and that's why he's getting angry at me.
It's not a good thing.
I mean, it's crazy to me that the guy that needed and wanted Howard's love so badly is sitting here for how long is this now? 26 minutes talking about what Howard needs in his life.
Right.
Howard's problems, his issues. Fucking wild.
But anyway, the whole time on the cot, I'm praying. I hope Jay Leno is making fun of this
There he
show and make.
Yeah, Jay Leno. Got it. All right. I do my podcast.
Let's do it.
Or pub. Oh, come on. That sugar got bingo. Let's go.
Bingo.
Mazel.
Making fun of me, and I hope I could be a guest on the Tonight Show. That's my dream.
Wow.
This is my dream because for anybody who is a comedian or any kind of performer, artist, to be a guest on the Tonight Show is like,
You've arrived.
I made it somehow.
Yeah.
So I was praying and praying.
Somehow was right.
So I make it to the last day.
What does this say about you as an entertainer when you're on this podcast?
Even though
right.
You talking about the one we're doing, or
No, him.
Oh,
him. I know what it says about what we're
Oh,
doing,
that
and it
damn
ain't
right.
much better.
do some soul searching at one.
I've done self inventory. Shelves are empty over here.
I have a small charity.
Like everything must go.
I'm playing for my friend in a wheelchair who eventually passed away, Kevin Kalinowski. I love you. Anyway, I'm playing for a small charity. Melissa, Bruce, and all these guys, Chris, they're all playing for. I'm stuttering here.
My friend was in a wheelchair prison. Did you know that? I love you.
You're one of the good ones. You know what I mean.
Make-A-Wish, which is
That's a huge foundation.
so they got tons of calls voting, but I still managed to make it the last day. Anyway.
So now, wait a minute. So this is great. So he is saying that he lost because they had better charities than him.
Right. Right.
Because they had Make-A-Wish. So, I'm dying over here. Sorry. Didn't mean to say that. But
So I get off the, so I come in third. I walk off, and there's my wife. And she goes, I have a surprise for you. And I go, what? She goes, you're booked on the Tonight Show tomorrow night.
I'm divorced. My best friend fisted me. I'm in love. Goodbye.
And it was like, I get chills. I got chills even telling the story then because I was like,
Every time I've heard this story, he talks about how he has chills.
Yeah. Probably
I don't know. Chills.
It's 2020, man.
Not enough alcohol in this system.
Mind if I drink out of your glass, honey?
Every time I tell this story, I get the shakes. I mean, the chills. It's crazy.
I can't smell anything either.
I call it DTs for the Tonight Show.
The Tonight Show.
The Tonight Show.
Let's go.
You know, so I flew to LA and then I wrote the jokes in the town car on the way to the Tonight Show, and then did the segment, and it's on YouTube now, and it's on my page. But if you,
I didn't use all the jokes. I tipped the driver a couple of jokes for the ride.
All right. I know we can't play that clip, but I will watch it and I will transcribe.
Hold on. We can play that on Rumble, right, Frog?
I mean, we could do anything on Rumble.
Yeah.
Can I show my
We-
cock?
Well,
We
I don't
can
know.
say no. I need a bleepy thing.
Yeah.
if you ever watched the first guest appearance on Tonight Show, it was just a guy being at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. And when we got
right
commercial break, the head writer Joe Madero.
You look like the last. Wait, I gotta try stuttering often. You look like the last shit I took, right? Hey, Delabate! How about I pour acid in your fucking eyes, right?
Ross and the executive producer.
Right, cunt face.
Right? Gangster talk, right?
So, Debbie Vickers in the commercial break.
Debbie Vickers. Debbie Vickers.
Doing a real estate scam.
Real estate scam. I need 1, 2. I'm still not there yet.
Good job.
This is like, that's magical.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I mean, I do.
I just think you're a really good guy,
Thank you.
right? And you admit that. So even as you're asking these ridiculous questions that are really rude, there's a part of it that is okay. And I think that's probably why you were able to get through as far as you did. And speaking of, you got through to the White House.
Yeah.
And I don't even understand how that is even possible. Like, you got through to the president.
That's not on still.
We're here. We're now on a second camera.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Good looking.
Producer John. Film school, by the way.
What an asshole. Yeah. That thing's not on,
Now, G.
I just want to, I still have the producer part of me. I love how, I love how my
the two of us
shorts
look like
don't,
Well, it's the right way to sit. Picture like
Look, for everybody's going to beat me up for the shorts, it's like 100 freaking degrees out here in LA. And I sweat everywhere.
And we have the air conditioner off because we don't.
Oh, good. So I'm glad your sweaty ass fucking legs with sores are on that chair.
Perfect.
Just hear him peel off that thing when the interview's over.
I want the humming.
I sweat in the shower. So, I just wanted to be cash. I mean, like, she's all decked
I'm
up.
all in because I knew.
She's all decked up.
Whoa, boom. Wow,
God damn it.
Fast and Furious.
Now I need Sean Moore over there. Who the fuck is Sean Moore? Well, let's find out.
I knew that I was going to see you live. Usually I have my pajama bottoms on with my slippers, and then I'm all dolled up from the neck, from the waist up.
You should change into that and show you snatch again.
Think you look gorgeous, baby.
Thank you, boo-boo. Hey, before we go, I want to make
You
sure
want to
that
meet
we
up in the Willie Nelson room a
We'll
little
do that
later?
a little bit later. I have some things to show you.
Oh my God, he's the worst.
Lance, I want Lance to come on for a second because Lance is the owner of all of the 9 Canyon clubs. And we're going to get back to you, though. I want you to come say hi. No, I want you to.
Oh, he just got bumped? Wow. Look at him looking up. This guy must be huge.
Yeah, he must be 5'9".
We'll get back to your boring shit in a minute, John. Let's bring the guy who pays the bills.
Let's talk to a real man.
Yeah.
No, you sit here.
With his legs crossed.
No.
Wow, that guy's huge. Look at his hands on his shoulder.
Oh.
Hold on, what's
Sit
it?
on your lap, John.
No, you sit here.
I'm sitting with him.
Look at that. That dude's mad.
It's like the Naked Gun sketch.
Hold on, I gotta get this.
To come on for a second because Lance is the owner of all of the 9 Canyon clubs, and we're going to get back to you though. I want you to come say hi. No, you. No, no. I want you. No, no. You. No, no. No. You.
Jesus Christ.
Mind if we dance with your dates?
Welcome to prison. We gonna be cellmates.
Little boy, you're in a lot of trouble.
That's great. That's fucking great.
The size of his hand.
That's some meat
shit,
hooks
man.
right there, dude.
God
And
damn.
John's head is the biggest part of him. Look how
Yeah.
little it looks.
Yeah, he could palm any part of John's body except his head.
I'm sitting with him.
Okay.
No.
You won't be able to be seen, Lance.
No.
You have to sit.
I'm here.
Oh, look at
Oh,
Mr. Oh, what happened? LGBTQ plus?
Yeah. I guess there's such thing as can't.
No. We're just going to do this.
No, go ahead. You have one.
Wow, John did not like that dude coming up behind him.
No.
No. Jesus Christ.
Dues payer.
Right? John knows who he is, knows what he's doing, and kind of just follows that path. And it seems like that's the same for you. How did you? Let's just bring John in. How did you guys meet each other, and how did you come to find that John was on?
John was playing here.
John, come over here.
Oh,
Come.
and
I don't want you to sit on my lap because that's inappropriate. Although I do want you to. Okay?
ooh, I think he'd take that.
Sit.
If you don't mind a little hemorrhoid blood on your lap, I'll do it.
I'll sit on the leg.
Oh,
I don't-
new
Wanna
beer,
switch
new
seats?
beer.
What? Want to switch seats?
That's
What?
a
Is
third
she gonna
beer,
sit in my
baby.
lap?
Third
No.
beer.
Oh, yeah, third beer. Boom. Still nothing. I need KC over there.
Scorpion got bingo.
Scorpion. Bingo. Nailed it.
You gotta go a little far.
All right, hold on.
How much time do we have left, you guys? Nice.
All right, you got plenty.
Nice.
Yeah, let me just get this ready. Oh, look at you.
So
Yeah,
wait. 2 years ago you played here. That I heard.
He
today.
played here, and then we were out at Gus's bar, and we were hanging out, talking, and probably making fun of somebody.
Yeah. I remember we was. Did you smoke then?
No,
Because I was smoking, but we were outside. But I did quite a few shows. I remember
Yeah,
I did
you're-
one with
you're
Sam
probably-
Tripoli. I did one with a female comedy.
Didn't you play here too?
I don't know, some gash.
Some slit.
Yeah.
What?
Didn't you play music here?
I don't know.
No.
I mean, I've been here a bunch.
Music's a strong word for what I could do here.
Times I came here to see the head writer from the from Tonight Show. And
What's
then
his name again?
Joe Medeiros, and then
what
Jay,
a great guy.
yeah, and then Jay Leno came.
Phrasing. Boom.
You know, because Jay's always that. You know, Jay's one of the best guys in the world.
Here we go.
He's a
heard
lot
that.
on TV now. I'm surprised if you watch like Jay's Garage.
Right.
Yeah.
And how
kinds
long
of
were you
stuff.
on the Tonight Show?
I asked Jay if I could sleep in his garage. He told me they were doing a TV show there.
He said, "Hold on, John. Let me burn my face off, and I'll get back to you."
Let me
10
tumble
years
down
on
this
tonight.
hill.
Hey, let me take a header out of my La Quinta Inn, John. I'll call you right back.
Jay Leno fight clubbed himself, and rather than talk to Stuttering John.
Tonight Show, 15 years on the Stern Show. It's been a hell of a ride.
That's something. Is Howard going to retire?
It's over.
After this?
Too bad my ride. Too bad my bus ticket is expired.
I know, right? John, you're an expert. You think Howard's sticking around?
I hope so.
Yeah, no, I don't. I never know because he's
just-
getting so political now. It's
Yeah.
like, oh,
But it's not only that. I just think that it's
Boy, this was 2020. If you thought he was getting political, you just
Strap in,
wait.
people.
Yeah.
time. Like, don't you want to leave somewhat on top?
On a high.
yeah, you're right.
You know,
He doesn't need the money, obviously.
no.
Well, John's right. He left the Dabbleverse on top. He was crushing it.
Mm-hmm.
All those $2 insult super chats, dude is killing it.
That was it.
Like Jordan, I walked out in my prime.
But then I think to myself, well, what is he going to do? Like somebody like that just needs.
Yeah, I noticed that too. The lime is stuck. It didn't move. Look at it.
He's still like shaking from that guy almost raping him.
Yeah.
I know. That really bothered him.
Look at that Velociraptor claw, man.
The size of that, the size of that dude's meat hook on his shoulder, and the look of panic on him.
Needs to work all the time. So, like, then what do you do with your life after that? Like,
I agree. I mean, but what do you do when you're at home? What do you do? Do you like watch TV?
Yeah,
I like to come off with my underwear. Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. What were you asking?
Look at John now. He's uncomfortable. He's not the center of attention, so his claw. He starts.
Yeah, the fingers.
Yep.
The fingers are touching.
Like I ban the news from my house. I don't want to watch the news. Every now and then I like the riots. I see them out there rioting and stuff. It's all kind of like a car accident. You should watch it and you're thinking,
I know
like,
this sounds crazy, but I like to cook and stuff.
You do?
Hey, John, you're the political guy. Oh, whoa.
Well, this guy owns all the bars, so he's not going to stand up because
John
obviously.
No. Hey, listen, John doesn't take shit from anybody. The one thing we've learned is he has no filter. He just says things. We just learned that. So he's going to have to engage this guy.
Yeah, but if he can get a payday out of the guy, you know what? Trump's not that bad. You know? This guy, I don't know him from a hole in the wall. I'm going out on a limb and saying he's not a big mask and vax guy.
Right. Hence, there's no mask.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Beer can.
Right, and also, guess who else isn't? John, because he's there doing the interview.
Right.
Chicken.
Really? That's very cool. I just got a big
hold on.
Beer can
chicken.
Beer can chicken.
Beer can chicken.
Damn it, it's still not there. This is crazy. He gives me the worst card, this frog.
You generated it yourself. He didn't do it.
Dodo got bingo.
I generate nothing. We've all witnessed that.
6-foot grill.
Yeah.
And I'm wetting my pants over it. I was cooking shish kebabs. But the beer can grill.
But Khan has an interesting point, which he may be on to something.
Shuli, John moved forward in his seat to get closer to the camera to look bigger so the guy doesn't make him. Oh, my God, that is great.
Yeah, I don't know if he's smart enough to do that, but if he had that in his head, he would definitely do that.
Well, he graduated film school. I'm sure he knows.
Right.
Forced perspective.
Forced perspective, yes.
Chicken would be great on that.
I made sauerbraten because I can't seem to find sauerbraten anywhere here in LA.
Yeah, because nobody likes it.
And boy, how he pivoted on that political thing.
Yeah. Oh,
I like cooking.
Right.
I like cooking. I like to watch the riots, and it makes me laugh, and all this bullshit. I like cooking.
I love baseball.
What a pussy.
I drink piss.
There's actually a place on Topanga with a little German deli. And you go back, you know that one? It's like you go back there, and the lady speaks German because ich spreche viele Deutsch.
And you get the sour.
Yeah.
You just call me a douche? What?
What is he Deutsch?
And you get the sauerbraten with the red cabbage.
No
and all
shit, all of that stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Why does he?
Who would know it was ever there?
Oh my God.
Look at him. Look how excited he is.
Oh, they got Germans in L.A.
Oh, my God. I can't wait to stick up my whole apartment with this shit. Oh.
There's a little tiny yellow sign that just says German deli on it. Right? Yeah, it's so good.
And you get it hot?
Everything's so good.
Where the hell is this?
They make it warm? Like they just thawed him out of a block of ice, this fucking moron.
This is not 1992. This is 2020. He could have looked that up. Where can I get anything in L.A.? It's L.A. It's a fucking big city.
At this time, his iPhone was probably 98, 2003.
Wasn't accepting 2020 Google.
Right.
It's a little old lady back there. She's not little. She's as big as I am. I mean, she's an older woman that could body slam you pretty easily.
Get the line.
That lime looks bigger than him.
And she cooks everything and makes everything herself, and it's just freaking amazing. Coogan, oh my!
He's got the crooked fingers. He can't get it.
Maybe that's why his finger got fucked up. He tried to jam the lime in there, and it got bent up.
Oh, what happened? What happened? Is that them, Frog?
Yeah, it's without a doubt them.
Yep, that's them again. She went to adjust the camera and knocked
Then
the.
you don't have to worry about the kegels.
Right.
But I like to. But yeah, I like to cook.
Amber, he owns this bar and many other bars, so.
I like to cook, and let me think of other things that aren't politics.
Right. I like to think.
I like to.
And you're doing your podcast, and that's
I do my podcast.
I do my podcast.
Boom.
Bingo.
Woo! Finally.
Yes.
Me too. I like comedic dancing. I don't know if you know that.
Comedic dancing on my off time. I'm quite the comedic dancer.
LinkedIn dating. I don't know if you're into that.
Sometimes I just sit and just think about my mom running down the stairs topless, you know?
That's what made you decide to do your podcast, and how did you come about the fact that some of them are 15 minutes and some of them are over an hour, like and they're not every week, like how what's your format and how did you?
Oh no, I'm pretty formatted now. It's every Tuesday and Thursday. Although I do have a very.
I bring you shit 2 days a week now, so the format is pretty solid.
Special one this Monday. I don't know. I recently had James Carville on, and it got me a lot.
Incredible.
That was great. James Carville.
Incredible.
Turns out he's got nothing to do with the ice cream. I didn't know that when I booked him.
I just got formats for the cat's litter boxes.
I had so many Fudgy the Whale questions. I look like an idiot.
How many holes does Fudgy the Whale have?
Got the blowhole.
Hey, James, does Fudgy the Whale have a hat?
Is it true if you turn Fudgy the Whale upside down, he's the pussy, the lucky leprechaun?
Is it true if you turn it sideways at a 33-degree angle, it's a Freemasons logo?
Yeah. It's kind of weird. Cookie Puss doesn't have hair.
Cookie Puss doesn't have hair. Does he have cookies for pussy hair?
Fully shaved Cookie Puss.
But I'm sorry.
The White House story. That you were
The White House story is the best because it's all right. Little inside baseball, but one of the old guys from the Stern Show, this guy Casey Armstrong.
Boom! Double bingo.
You can't have double bingo.
Well, I didn't get rid of my card, so I got another.
This is why they're bombing Israel, because of double bingo shit.
It's never enough for us.
It's
Never enough. Never enough.
Pain in the ass.
Was supposed to be a guest on my show that day, and he said he was too busy, so we didn't have a guest. So my producer said, let's call the White House and talk to Trump. And
of course, naturally.
And I go, all right. So we literally just Googled White House phone number.
But he can't figure out how this German deli exists and how to get to it. But he Googled the White House.
Well, that's because his producer did.
Right.
Not
He
him.
didn't do shit.
Producer, get him some German food.
I swear to you, this is how. I swear on my life, this is how crazy. So I called first.
That's another one. Where am I life?
My life.
Triple bingo.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you. This card's almost completely full.
Hung out with Trump, and I called first and said.
I love that even the show's like boring. The connection's like, we're out of here.
How
Habanero.
This is my favorite
Now I'm
version
sad.
of John. Is him.
Yes, hello. This is Sean Moore.
Boom. Roger Moore's kid. Another bingo. Quadruple. Diagonal. What's up, bitch?
Myself. In the world, there hasn't been a worse accident since Lindsay Lohan in The Parent Trap.
Is that true, Fudgesicle? They're stealing the bar next door's Wi-Fi.
So I go, I am the assistant to Senator Bob Menendez. He wants to speak to the president. Swear on my life. It's all on my podcast. So
Trump's in there not doing anything.
No, so they go, we're going to call you back because I'm on an 818 area code, which is LA. So they call me back. They go,
oh, wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. So call me back. I'm at 818. So they didn't call your friend who was in New York recording this. Interesting.
Hello, FBI.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, I believe he is, my friend. I believe he is, Shane. Very much so. Bingo.
Bingo.
One question. If you're Senator Bob Menendez's assistant, he's Jersey. Why do you have an 818 area code? I go, oh, it's because we're on holiday.
And he said it just like that. Hold on. This is all a lie. Royce called the number before. Right.
As if your area code changes to wherever you go. They go, all right, so we'll call you back. We'll have the president call. So now I'm I'm actually on the way to a date. I'm showering. I got my suit halfway on because I'm late. I'm driving to the
court date, apparently.
Date in Beverly Hills. And I get a call from what sounds like Mickey Mouse, but it's Jared Kushner.
Oh, really?
This is so crazy.
I swear on my life, this is all true. So,
everything I'm about to tell you is true and 100% not funny. Get ready. Buckle up.
I know it's him because it's coming from a 202, which is the DC area code, and the last four digits are 0000. They're calling me from Air Force One. Literally, because they told me that Trump was on Air Force One. I'm like, and he goes, yeah, hi, Senator. What do you want to talk to the president about? And I just pull it out of my ass. Well, we had a long conversation about immigration reform, and I want to just get some closure on it.
That old gag.
And he goes, okay, should I pull him out of, this meeting
Out of the
now?
national security meeting?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Or do you want us to call you back? I go, no, he can call me back because in my head I'm going, I got to figure out how to record this, and I can't do it. So I call my
how to record this from your 818 number, which is Los Angeles. What's the consent law in Los Angeles?
Same as it is for
consent.
Yeah.
Two.
Two.
Wow. Fucking ponders. Is the FBI phony phone calls division on the phone? Okay.
Friend who's like an equal prick like me, in Long Island. I go, look, I'm gonna just say that I'm Sean Moore. I'm gonna say, Senator, are you there? You hit record, and then I'll take over from there. So, sure enough, 10 minutes later, yes, we have the president. So I go, oh, okay, let me just get the senator on the phone, and then I just I call my friend. I go, Senator, are you there? Which is meaning, are you recording?
Right.
And he goes, yes. I go, yes, hello, and there's Trump.
Really?
And I have a 4 to 5 minute conversation about immigration reform.
What's funny is if the visual was working, it wouldn't help at all to this story.
So it's a 4 to 5 minute call. He made the call. He knows how long it is.
Right. Meanwhile, the story about the call is 9 minutes.
Court justice picks. And the whole time, I'm talking to him. And I don't sound senatorial. I sound janitorial.
There's we're down to a nickel a play on that one.
And I have a 4 minute conversation with him, and he has no idea the whole time. I don't really care. I mean, I do. All I wanted to do was ask him about immigration reform.
Oh, really?
Right. It wasn't supposed to.
I had this whole chunk I was going to do on immigration reform.
Why? You have you
because that's what you do on a prank call, Mike. You ask serious questions. Yeah. I love it. You're like, why? Yeah. If you find out the answer to that, let me know.
Yeah.
Hello, is your immigration reform running?
You guys read a couple of these? I got to piss.
Sure.
Sorry. But I wasn't
Mike
very
Dick,
polite.
thank you. I bet John lurks on the Facebook community pages for a piece when he's hard. 100%. He will go anywhere for a piece of trim and still not get it. Stewie Felt, thank you, sir. He's triggered by the name Kelly Clarkson. He probably got slapped down trying to skeeve on her on Leno. Ooh, good point. Thank you. You want to take this side? Next one?
No, I'm good.
All right. Major Tom reports. Thank you. Thanks for the fix. Was Jonesing for this? You're welcome.
What fix? What happened?
No, this show. He needs a little John.
Oh,
Everybody
well,
needs a
you-
little John.
Well, thank you, young man.
Yes.
Scott Mask, 199. I'm talking to my buddy the cop. Do you know him? Oh man, that was a great one.
Well, that's why he's like, hey, do you know this story? What story? You haven't set it up yet.
Funny thing happened. You remember? Big Daddy Dodo, nice clam.
Yeah, listen, girl can twerk. To be honest, she's probably a fun lay. Yes, I mean she looks like a fun gal. She looks like a cool chick.
She looks like she had a real promising career in 1987, and then she got old, and so she's old hot, but she's still now that's why she's doing comedy now, because that's what chick comedians do when they get old.
Old comedy, old chick
Old
comedy,
hot, old hot comedy.
STDJ's a disgusting lumpy goiter from Eugene. What man crosses his legs like STDJ? My genitalia makes that position painful. Maybe he's a eunuch. Yeah, I can't see how he can do that for any length of time at all, even if you can do it.
Well, maybe you got a big dick.
Yeah, no wonder everything's bleeding around those areas.
He's squeezing it.
He's sitting.
It's like
bingo, Bruce/Caitlin Salami did it for me. Hey, congrats, Scott.
Hey,
you're not the first person to say that.
Wheelchair Prison, I love you. Thank you, Stewie. Love you right back. I'd like to donate my bingo to Space Nerds keychain. You got it. Who let this tree in here?
That's a man right there. Holy shit.
Bigger and richer. Surprised Stuttering John didn't show him his belly. Yeah.
Right.
I'm calling it right now. SJ dealt with Hitman and the other bullies, Monster Rain style. Interesting.
If you don't know what that is, listen to Jim Norton's
Yeah,
special.
it's great. And his new special's out, by the way, on Jim's channel.
Yeah, I haven't
it's
seen
really
it. I gotta
great.
watch that, yeah.
Yeah. This dude is giving John a vibe check. Oh, he took the alpha energy out of that room. I miss telling Stuttering John I want to ham bone the opening of Hot for Teacher on his moobs. Life ain't the same. At least I have Racist Frog.
Yeah.
You'll always have Racist Frog because he's racist. I was cursed to have WGN when I was a kid in Kentucky and see all the Carvel ads, but never got to try them. You weren't missing out on much.
It was ice cream, yeah.
You know.
Not great, but convenient.
He didn't reinvent the fucking wheel or anything, you know what I mean? BMC, I got in trouble for sending a super chat earlier. We had people over, and I thought I could get away with it. What? Please, are you the first Jew broad who's going to have some guy tell her how to spend her money? I don't think so. You do what you got to do, girl.
Don't worry about it.
I wonder if Carvel was like the first ice cream cakes. Because I don't.
He might have been.
Yeah,
That he might have done.
thing.
Yeah. Great show tonight, guys. I don't miss the stammering dolt, but I do still enjoy you guys goofing on him. Welcome back, Frog. Thank you, Tony. We enjoy it too, as long as it's something good. Oh, hey, Don, can you sing Meaty Lance by Sump?
Oh, hey, Dill Dog. Suck me up if you want to. You can suck me from behind. I'll drop down my pants and assume the stance, and you can blow my mind.
I mean, I can't believe he knows these. It's unbelievable.
That's my wedding song.
You know,
He knows
brother.
everything. It's my wedding song. It might have been the first strike.
funny, but the funny part is how I got him on the phone.
I wanted to talk to Jared Kushner.
Well, there's not much to toss in.
Yeah. But it was great. And then finally, Huffington Post didn't believe me. Nobody believed me. People at the pub, people at my favorite pub were like, can't happen. I go, I have him. This is him on my phone. They didn't believe me.
Pub. Another goddamn bingo.
Boom.
Shuli, Air Force One is a satellite phone, not a normal cell phone. Interesting. It's almost like this guy is not telling the truth. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, one hand against the other makes a great sound for the one, the only, Dildog dropping a 50 bomb. Let's go. Come on.
Suck my dick.
I'll suck your dick. I'll suck your dick.
I eat cock.
Oh, hey, beautiful man meat.
I'm coming, Jesus.
Let's go. Fred Eric Norris in the house. Thank you, Dildog. All-time best Stern segment. Fred buys his mom a Fudgy the Whale. That was, unbelievable. That was up there.
Finally, it took Politico to say
this is real.
Real. They said the White House was scrambling to figure out how this stuttering idiot comedian got in touch with the president on White House on Air Force One, and it was like
I thought he was gonna say on White House One.
They called him.
They called me. I didn't have to go to Jared. He came to me.
You talking about the subway guy? Dildog verse. We're all just living in it, dog. Yep. That's it. It's his world.
Was he talking about the subway guy? That was weird.
Jared Kushner. I wish, but for our purposes,
wasn't
yes.
Jared? That was it's the ring, the jewelry guy. You go to Jared.
Jared the jeweler.
Yeah.
You love it at Jared's.
He went to Jared.
That's great.
So are there any repercussions from that?
Yeah. Then
Secret Service at your house.
Yeah. And then the next day, so now I'm celebrating at the pub. I'm like, I told you, mother. I told you I got a hold of him. We're all celebrating. I get back home, and the kids in the neighborhood are in front of my door. They're like, John, the Secret Service was just here banging on your door.
The kid's neighbor, not his kids.
I go, how do you know it was them?
That's so scary.
Well, besides the fact they were wearing suits and everything, they showed us their badges.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, oh, no.
A Secret Service badges?
Yes. And then
I don't think I've ever seen a Secret Service badge.
That's because they don't have a badge. They have an ID that says Secret Service, but I don't think they have a specific Secret Service badge.
They must have some sort of thing,
Well,
right?
it's
Like
just
a
an
badge.
ID. You always see them. They flip the thing. They go,
Wow. All kinds of celebrities catching gifted memberships thanks to Dildog. Vince the lawyer just got 35 of the 50 gifted memberships.
And that was one of the stock accounts that brought that up.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Hey,
they
by the
showed
way,
them their library cards.
Carvel is the first business to sell ice cream cakes.
Right. Oh, they have a treasury badge? Exactly. Rest my case. Nonsense.
And then my agent called the next day, which is more unbelievable.
Yes. And my agent was like,
Oh, he's so good. He's so good you do these.
Fish and Wildlife do have a badge. Yes, that I can tell you. That I remember.
Then get in touch with the president. That my agent actually called me, and and she's like, "The Secret Service, they want to talk to you." So I go, "Okay."
Did you record that?
No, but I said, "Okay."
That's a funny question. Because is that more interesting than what you're talking about right now? Maybe play some of that.
Do they just want to interview me, or do they want to arrest me?
Beat you with a hose.
And they go, well, we can't tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
So I go, well,
have fun.
Should I get a lawyer? They go, that's up to you.
Oh, shit.
So I call Michael Avenatti, who I find number on Google.
I thought he was in jail.
This was before he was in prison.
Yeah. Isn't that great when you bring up your lawyer's name and somebody you just met goes, I thought he was in jail.
So imagine how John must have been shitting his pants because he has such a phobia about being arrested.
Oh, my God.
It's a big deal, but he's got to push the envelope. He's got to be a rebel.
He has no filter.
John's agent just sent me a message. All right, thank you.
Now he needs me to represent him. So I call Avenatti. He calls the Secret Service. Are you going to arrest him? No. Could I get that in writing?
They go, no, we're going to arrest you.
No. Then he's not coming up. Well, then he's not showing up.
And you never talked to him?
I never talked to him. And
I'm with Fudgesicle, man. If we could put this in pill form, this story, people may never wake up.
It went away until I got the IRS sent me a letter saying I owed back taxes from 2014.
And they didn't remember until they heard you on the.
And by the way, this is really weird because I didn't make whatever you say, 150,000 this last year, especially with the COVID and all. I have never gotten a stimulus.
150,000.
Yeah. First of all, especially with the COVID and all, this is when in May of 2020.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So he would be taxes from 2019, no COVID.
Right.
Yeah. So he's just making an excuse of why he didn't make that money.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I like that because of his prank call, they found out about his back taxes. Right. They would have never caught on to that.
Wasn't that he was a fucking cheater to begin with?
Check.
Really? You never got yours?
And I can see that tiny hand prick go, screw him. He got the best of me. He's getting nothing. You'll get nothing.
This is where his mind goes, that he got the best of Trump.
Yep.
Well, it's him versus the world. Everybody's out to get him. Everybody's scheming and plotting the whole time to take him down because he's so amazing.
Mm-hmm. And this is a great place, and I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass.
Well, now I understand they can have one or two people on stage.
I couldn't reach. I was trying to blow smoke up your ass.
We can do now you can come out and do a COVID show.
Oh, really?
And maybe get you over that fucking 150.
We can do a show now.
Yeah, we can do that. We can't do a show. I can't charge to get in.
But we can do it.
But I can be on stage, and you can do that
too. Okay.
And what we'll do is we'll have.
Let me tell you something. The best comedy audiences are the ones that don't pay a dime.
Right.
You want to talk about attentive and appreciative of the arts and the person up there performing? Oh my God.
And we'll pass the hat around, so don't worry about it.
Oh man. I told you my first paid gig, this woman who ran a show in Vegas was like, it's a paid gig. And I'm like, I'm running up, telling my mom, my dad, I go, I'm getting paid to do this tonight. First time I do my spot, whatever. And then she goes up to close the show and she goes, all the comics you've seen here tonight will be walking around with a hat. Please give whatever you feel is appropriate. I'm like, I don't need you to do I can just go and beg for money from people. I don't need you.
Wow. What do you think we're doing here?
I don't have I do have a hat. Hey guys, show's coming to an end in a few minutes. Let's go.
We'll collect gratuities for your jokes, so they can. It's like when the old Seinfeld.
Oh boy!
I was joking.
Oh no!
Oh man!
We can't charge tickets, but there could be a tip system in place. Super tips, if you want. Think of it as that.
Are you familiar with Rumble Rants?
We start out with the $10 tip, and then every
It'll
time
be like church, we all do the thing, you know. Reach deep down into your pocket. Yes.
Well, this has been awesome.
The Church of Foghorn Leghorn.
And again,
I was dreaming of
church. It's like church. We'll go do the thing. You can't be a comedian if half of your punchlines include the thing. Yeah.
The thing.
You have to be a little more specific.
Hey, the Kentucky Derby where they do that thing. We'll go there.
Stuttering John Melendez is in the house.
Yeah.
And Lance Sterling
It's great
is in
seeing
the
you.
house. This is like
Now I got to drive drunk back to the house, ironically.
Remember, there's no cant in recantor.
Put up Matt Chewbacca.
Where is he? But hey,
it's not even a papered room. Wow.
Like been amazing.
What kind of car do you drive?
Well, I have a Mustang. I used to have
Mustang.
a Toyota Corolla.
Mustang's in.
Okay, Mustang.
Ooh, that's
which
nice.
I love, but I gave that to my daughter when she passed her road test.
You know
But
what that
really,
means, Julie?
you know,
What's that?
So this was 2020, right?
Yeah.
And he was driving a Mustang, which there was a Cumia clip where he showed the inside of that Mustang. So we know he had a Mustang.
Right.
But
Had
now
a
he's
tape
driving.
deck. Had a tape
Yes,
deck
it
in
did.
it still. Yeah, I remember that.
But now he's driving a 2012 Mercedes. So that means sometime in the last 5 years, he bought a 20-year-old or 10-year-old Mercedes.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's had
what a
that.
douche.
Yeah, he's had that at least 3 years, right? Because we've seen him in the car while we're doing this.
Yep.
So soon after this, he got it. So.
But it's not even like he bought the Mercedes new and still
No.
has it. That means in like 2022, he went out and bought a 10-year-old C-Class, and he's all proud of it.
Wow.
Not only that, but the guy had to fucking go to court for not paying child support. Kids don't talk to him. They're pissed at him. Ex-wife's pissed at him. What does he do? Goes out and buys a fucking Mercedes. Yeah. A 20-year-old Mercedes.
Yeah, I wonder what year the Mustang was, because he probably had to. He probably had it was probably worth more than the old Mercedes.
Dude, it was old. It had a record player in it, according to Captain Bowser.
That's right.
my favorite car is my Harley.
Look at this fucking dummy.
What kind of Harley do you have, John?
I have
You would look great on it. I bought it off a broad at a bar.
Harley Heritage, and I've ridden with Teo, and I love the Harley. I love to be outdoors. I go to the rock store all the time.
That's cool.
And hang out. Sometimes Jay's there. Hey, John, how you doing? I say, everything fine.
I go to the rock store?
Yeah, because they ran out of rocks.
Just crack open his head.
Yeah. Rock store.
This shipment's taking forever. It's a big one. Sorry. It'll be here in a couple weeks.
With me, that's the funny thing. Like I'm talking about.
That's okay.
So whatever this place is, he goes there to hang out, to stalk and see if Jay shows up. If you can read between the lines.
It's a restaurant in Cornell on Mulholland Highway.
Okay.
That's the funny thing about, and I'm sure Jen will also. Anybody who works on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno, it doesn't matter if you're Paige or you're the head writer. Everybody does a Jay Leno impression.
Really?
So sometimes we'd get caught. We'd be like, "Hey, yeah, everything's fine." Hey, show people, how are you?
No, not we would get caught. John would get caught because John's the only one not doing any fucking work and is sitting there probably talking as Jay, doing a bit, and gets caught by people. Not even by Jay.
And then
Does
he
he get
walked by
upset?
and he goes, "Just shut the fuck up." I don't really care. I mean, I do.
Great story.
And anybody who wants to talk to Jay, and I'm sure, Jen will
Anybody
back
could.
this up. Anybody, he'll say, "Come talk to Mr. Leno," the nicest guy, and that and it's just like, I love to see how
Whatever happened
successful.
with them? They just said you're done and fired them. And what the fuck was
You
that?
know what kind of shit I went through, dude?
Is your name Jay
leave the-
Leno? He said, "What happened with Jay in the Tonight Show?" And he goes, "Do you know what kind of shit I went through?"
the Stern Show. I get to the Tonight Show a month in. They call a meeting at the conference room and say Jay is leaving and being replaced by Conan. And I just stood up and said, "Jay."
Conan. That's another one.
There's Conan. Jay will be replaced by Conan. Let's go.
Boom.
Huff Post is the last thing left on my card.
I haven't unpacked yet. And then we got replaced by Conan.
Right.
Conan failed.
And
then we
they
did the
moved-
Jay Leno show. Then they canceled that, and then we got the Tonight Show back. I mean, talk about a roller coaster ride,
There is no loyalty.
And I love the we lost this, then we got this back, then we lost it.
There's nothing, man.
Dues payer.
Oh, he said HuffPost?
He's called Big Dog because of his appendage. Yeah. Well,
Is that what?
It isn't a John interview unless he's talking about some dude's dick.
Horg.
You're
Cheers
called
to
Little
you,
Dinkies?
No, hey, dude, I don't know about you, but I'm hung like a jalapeno.
I got my wife because I used to tell her, I said, I'm not too long, but I'm not too far big around either.
But
This is a
You guys should start a tour.
very interesting.
Yeah, Abbott and Abbott.
As we
Abbott and Abbott, you say?
I do have I found the Wikipedia page for Rock Store, and they have a list of the celebrities who've gone there.
Jay Leno?
Do you have that there, kids?
Is John on the list?
Well, we'll see. I don't know.
Well, John is a celebrity. I mean, he's told us many times, and hotel security, that he's a celebrity.
That's true.
Yeah. There it is.
Anything good?
Tom Arnold, Robert Blake, James Cameron, Harrison Ford, John Goodman, Hulk Hogan, Billy Idol, Jesse James, K.D. Lang, Matt LeBlanc, Jay Leno, Steve McQueen, Nick Nolte, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Travolta, who is it? Barry Van Dyke, and Eddie Van Halen. Huh.
All right. Eddie Van Halen. That impressed me.
Yeah.
Other than
but,
that,
someone's missing.
we haven't even checked in with the house band yet today. Jesus Christ. What's wrong with us?
Sing to Michelle Pfeiffer that you've ever seen. Oh, lady, running down to the river tide, rocking away to the dark side. I want to be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, yeah. I got a lump in my throat just...
Anybody got an idea what song this is?
Lump in My Throat, I heard, and Michelle
No, that's the
Pfeiffer.
same song from last night.
What?
Lump in my throat, ear in my neck.
I know. He no eye patch this stream.
You're gonna sing the words wrong. Lady, running down to the riptide, taking the way to the dark side. I will be your left-hand man.
What shit were you gonna do when I leave? We got it covered.
I got
We found somebody more talented than John.
Oh my God. One of his neck ears is a million more times talented than John's whole body.
And I'm gonna wait till the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man.
Left-hand man?
I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat, 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong, and you're gonna lump in my throat, 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong.
little mic trick too.
Yeah. He's a showman, that guy. He knows what he's doing. Hit like, hit subscribe. Thank you, everybody. Just under 900 hanging with us. We got a couple more minutes left. Thank you to everybody who's gifting memberships, Dill Dog, and everybody else. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody super chatting. Let's close strong. Hit like if you haven't. Get yourself a membership. Come on.
goodbye. As we say goodbye.
By the way, Antoinette, I'm
Yes.
talking about a big jalapeno.
Massive.
I know.
And it burns if you put it on your skin.
Liz Sterling, Stuttering John, Antoinette Perugine, Antoinette friends here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I bet you he fucked her.
I don't think so.
How much money do you want to bet he fucked her?
No way. He's not a
Yeah.
deal closer.
No,
but she is. She is. She's allowing.
But this is who this is a big guest for her, so she's flirting like crazy with him.
She probably used to follow around Twisted Sister on Long Island, and she probably.
Listen to me. I have more respect for this woman. I do not believe it. Frog, reach out, see if she'd be interested to come on the show.
Yeah, I would like to see that. She looks like a former plaster caster.
Tell her we're big fans. Cut that part out. Cut that part out.
Tell
them I'm fired.
Yeah.
Thanks, you guys, for tuning in. Great show.
Thanks for having me.
Woo!
Nice seeing you, John.
Hey, I'm sure
Yeah,
if
see
you
you
want to do
again.
something, tell me. Sure.
I want to work for free.
So good. It looks so good.
From
That
now
was
on.
so good. It looks so good. Yeah.
Oh, fuck?
Wow, it's like The Ring.
I know. I thought it was in a horror movie. Oh, fuck. Aku, I'm an army crawl upstairs to bed. You're a soldier, Aku. Thank you for your service tonight.
Yeah.
Bingo, baby.
What a man.
Hates Stuttering John like most of my sports teams. He's a mush. Yep. Beef Drippins gifted a membership.
Boom.
Thank you, Mr. Beef.
He's on a soul
No,
bag.
shut up. Meredith Halfpenny went to bed a little while ago, but she gifted a membership before she left. Thank you, my dear. TK Buffalo dropping a membership in here for you guys. Thank you.
He's on a soul
Shut up.
bag.
Do you think he ever paid his accountant? Maybe he ratted STDJ out to the IRS. Nobody needs to rat you out to the IRS if you're not paying your taxes. Andy, do the sound of silence. Wow,
Hello,
demanding.
darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its seed while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain.
All right, now shut up.
Still remains within the
Let a professional.
sound of silence.
I didn't realize I hit the high note, but
All right, he's having a few technical issues. We'll check back with him.
Hold on, my eyes bleeding.
Look up Minbari from Babylon 5. Can we do that before we get out of here, please? Karaoke guy singing any song, baby. Oh, how... Hello. Oh, my God. Hello? Uh-oh. Hope he doesn't have to put the eye patch on.
yeah, I'm not going to be doing anything by SZA. I'm not sure how you pronounce that
Or
one.
NWA.
So now we have 4 more songs left.
Do you guys have that picture of that guy?
I'm putting it in.
Another man called.
I guess we started.
Anywhere. Maybe we can make a deal.
Yeah, ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Crying all the time.
It also every song sounds like hound dog.
So
Before I get too far into the song, I noticed that the background has a metronome. Kind of weird. It doesn't sound like a metronome. Anybody ever listen to that?
Yeah, metronomes are cool.
Is he doing comedy?
Wait.
It's called.
What's the deal with metronomes?
Baby Ruth, baby Ruth.
Now, is that hair on the top of his head? Is that combed back or is that combed toward the front?
It's like samurai ponytail.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That might be from the back, and he combs it.
It's
forward.
Bushido. He's all about the Bushido lifestyle, dude.
Then, starting from zero, got nothing to lose, and maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I have nothing to prove.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And got a fast car. And I got
Oh, you got a fast car. This is Tracy
okay.
Chapman's fast car.
There it is.
Wow.
Branded. It's going for the one who ran.
How do you make this song more depressing?
And got a fast car. And I got a plan, getting out of here. I'm working at a convenience store.
Oh, wow.
And save just a little money. I won't have to drive too far.
Somebody hit me with a fast car.
It's like an Irish jig. You can get a fast car.
Cross the border and into the city, and you and I can get folks in charge.
You know what it sounds like? You ever watch the old you ever watch the old Hobbit movie, the cartoon from the 70s?
Yeah. He's got
greatest adventure.
It's a mix of that and Swedish Chef from the Muppets.
We do live in.
Or Beaker.
See, my old man's got a problem.
I mean, you ain't kidding. You got a few of them. All right.
We got to get
Joseph.
this guy on.
Yeah,
We need that man.
We'll get him. We'll get him. Is it time to raid yet? Almost. Almost. The Hills have karaoke. Catch it this fall. You guys are the best, man. Yes, there will be a lot more of him. Don't you worry. He's a gold mine. And so are you guys. Thank you, everybody, for hanging with us tonight. Almost, well, 3 hours. Look at that.
Wow.
Well, like old days, huh?
Yeah.
Nothing but John, 3 hours long. You guys rock. Check out Mr. Zenhauser September 13th. Comedy at the Carlson in Rochester. Go support the man. He'll be killing it in the Rickles Room. I think it's carlsoncomedy.com, I think is where you go to get tickets. And yeah, Mike, anything you got to promote?
I got nothing.
All right, I'm with you. Thank you, everybody. Shout out to the boys in the back. Great job tonight. We'll see you. Oh, if you don't think he's singing that song.
Yeah. Have him do a new song.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Get yourself a Tier 1 membership if you didn't tonight. Blunder Years this week. 2 episodes coming. Bye.
That's all for the Uncle Rico Show. That's all for the Uncle Rico Show. Grab one more beer and shout out, Skull! Good. Goodbye.
My world told me not to get him.
All right. Oh, 1 out of 2. Fuck.
Just take the camera off.
Bazd meg, Moris Misi, te használtalan, tehetségtelen szardarab.
And who were you to judge?
And it froze again.
I'm the new John.
It's almost incomprehensible for a man of my intelligence